So, welcome back, everybody. I just put my hand in something on the counter. I have to wipe that off real quick. Welcome back to Getting Baked with Crystal. How's everybody doing? Did you miss us?
Yahoo!
I missed you.
I missed us.
Did you miss us?
Yeah.
I was not terribly sad to not be here last week because this time last week, I was watching Aquabats. It was lots of fun. You guys, I had so much fun in Chicago this time.
Yeah?
Yes, Bradley is the perfect age that I love the most. We packed the entire trip with so much fun, you wouldn't even believe it. Do you know how much stuff we made? I know I posted this on my personal page, and I meant to make a post for, like, one of our groups, and just completely slipped my mind. I had so much other stuff to do when I got back. We made cinnamon roll pancakes, apple cinnamon topped pancakes, donuts, chocolate chip banana coffee cake, pretzels. We played puzzles, we made Lego, we built a trebuchet and launched cat treats at the cats. We read books. You guys, we had so much fun. So I did miss you guys. I missed live streaming, but I made the most of my time and it was lots of fun. And Roger waved at me. You guys, from the stage, he saw me. And Jason, are you here? Are you here yet, Jason? Can you please confirm or deny? Did Roger wave at me? Because Dan did not believe me.
I believe you.
Terry believes me.
Absolutely.
Dan did not believe me.
100%.
He waved at me.
Oh, the videos.
In the video, yes, I showed Dan one of the videos and he said, he's looking right at you. He was. Yes, he did wave, Hannah. He did. And at one point he wanted everybody to sing along. He said, if you know the words, sing along. I know you know the words. And he pointed at me. It was the best. It was the best. Yes, cat treat trebuchet, Chris. It was freaking amazeballs. I brought the kid a trebuchet. We built the thing. I made sure to teach him it's called a trebuchet and not a catapult, because how cute is it when a 3-year-old says trebuchet? So adorable. And then Dan suggested that we launch cat treats, and the cats loved it. The big, fat, lazy cats loved it. They went for the cat treats. There is lots of video. I did make sure to take lots of video. I didn't post very much while I was there. You guys can go to my Instagram. I think that's in the description of the video.
I'll link it also.
Thank you. Dan will link it right there. You can go check out my Instagram and see videos from the concert, photos from the concert, Jason and I at the concert. We had so much fun. We needed it.
This next vlog is going to be action-packed. We went to the beach. You went to Chicago. We got a new roof. It was
yes,
action-packed.
You guys, we are back with a new roof and a new swamp cooler. I don't know if you can tell that it is quieter than the last swamp cooler. Yes, thank you, Jason. He waved, bro. He did. He waved.
And the baby waved at me like Ralphie Wiggum.
Yes, he waved at me. He knew it was me. I'm all about that life. I need the mouse, Dan.
Go ahead. I gave up on your thing. Go to creativebiggercrystal.com.
Chris with the super chat, thank you so much. Hey, Crystal, Roger called. He wants his pants back. I wish I had his
nice.
pants.
There was one from Did you get the one from me?
I'm getting there. Don't you worry. Yes, Hannah, thank you. I know I missed super chats. I'm sorry. I'm just very excited. I have lots to tell you guys, and I needed to get it all
I do too.
out.
Can we look? There's a poll up there real quick on who's better, the Flintstones or the Jetsons. Can we get some more Jetsons love, please?
I vote Jetsons. Absolutely.
Can we flip-flop that poll? Anyway,
They're
right.
more futuristic. PJ met the Accidentals last night. Not familiar with them, but that's awesome. That's really cool. I love meeting bands. It's so fun. And you guys know I just fangirl and cheese out. And I don't know what to tell you. I love your band. I like your stuff. PJ with the super chat, thank you so much, friend, says, oh my gosh, don't ever leave me again. I've had a long week and so happy to be back to this familiarity. Thank you for your persistence in streaming. I would not know what to do with myself on a Friday night if I was not here showing you guys how to make things. Tonight, we're making lemon cream cheese coffee cake, which is a recipe I know and love. So there's no trial or error here. It is going to work. And I know there was one more super chat up here somewhere. Oh, 2 more. Amanda, welcome to Dan TV. Aren't you already? You guys confuse me. You join and rejoin, but thank you for subscribing to the membership level of Dan TV. If you guys are not a member yet, you can go over to that community tab and join at either of our 2 membership tier levels. The first one, about $5 a month, will get you access to In the House, an audio recording on a podcast out every other Monday. We've been really consistent with that. We're doing good, guys. We're sticking to this. We printed a calendar. We wrote it down. It's happening. And if you want to join the Dan TV level, that will get you guys episodes of our home movies every other Monday, opposite of what the podcasts come out. So if you're a Dan TV member, you will get both podcasts and watch us, our home movies, whatever you want to call it. We're doing it. We're there for you. So make sure you check that out. Dan did put up a home movies. I think he put up Monday night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you're a Dan TV level member and have not checked that out, when we're done here, go check that out. Chris with his member super chat, member for 25 months. You guys, I say it all the time, but it astounds me that you guys have supported us for so long. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're not only supporters, you are our friends, and we appreciate you. The poll question is invalid. The best was Jetsons Meet the Flintstones special. Also, welcome back. We freaking missed you guys. I said it before, but I freaking missed you guys. Hannah with the super chat. Thank you so much, friend. Welcome back to the internet, guys. We freaking missed you. How was the trip? Tell all the stories. Have fun. Let's get baked. Yes, let's do it. I already told all the good stories. I see lots of you guys saying we missed you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think I got everybody. Did I? Maybe. Do you know you can get a waffle maker that makes Lego-shaped waffles? I did not know that, but that is very good to know. Interesting. I may have to look for one of those. Amanda says, I hope Dan is not jealous. He's going to have to deal with it. He fangirls over Allie Speed. Roger is my object of my fangirl obsession. Deal with it. I have fangirled over Roger long before I knew Dan existed, so suck it up, Buttercup. Dr. Detroit stream stuff. What are you doing?
Can you click on that?
I can.
Okay, thanks.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Dr. Detroit. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Dr. Detroit streams stuff. With the member super chat, thank you so much. I'm hoping this stream will cheer me up a bit. Also, is this a vodka for Crystal night? And do you need the oven? I do need the oven, but it is still 101 degrees. So that means no vodka at this point. Are you playing with my lights?
Right.
That's another story. We'll get there. No vodka tonight. Maybe way later tonight when it's cooler. Not now. I will probably pass out if I have vodka at this moment.
Get you a fruity spritzer.
And yes, I do need the oven, but at 101 degrees, I am not turning that on anytime soon. We're gonna we're gonna hang out a little bit, guys. We're just gonna chit chat. Amanda with the super chat, thank you so much, friend, says having trouble with the payment system. PayPal did not want to play nice anymore. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys have had trouble here and there. I don't know. It's YouTube, PayPal. I don't know, but thank you for being persistent and for supporting us. We appreciate it. We did get new lights. Dan put new lights up in the ceiling while I was gone. He was all kinds of productive until there was no swamp cooler to
Until it was
function.
98 in the house for a week.
It was bad, you guys. It was really bad. I am glad that I missed most of it. Props to Dan for suffering through it. I don't know how he did it because I came home late Tuesday night and it was an oven in this house.
Oh, I figured it out.
And Wednesday, life pro tip, I think I told you guys this before I left. If you take a vacation from work, always come back a day before your vacation ends. Take a day to yourself at your house. Whether you're productive or not, take a day to yourself. I was 0 amounts of productive because it was over 100 degrees. We had no swamp cooler functionality at all, and we basically just melted. We put up, Marco, you are here, I see you. Thanks to you and Marie. Once again, I know I've said it before, you saved our lives. We took that little air conditioner and we put it in the bedroom and sat in the bedroom all day long. We went to Walmart for one little excursion. Other than that, we sat in the bedroom and your sponsored air conditioner saved our lives. So thank you, thank you, thank you. BRM Bug with the super chat. Thank you so much. Says, I baked my banana muffs. Awesome. Please, post a picture. I don't remember, are you on Facebook? If you're on Facebook, please go post a picture in the group. Let's see your banana muffs. I've been thinking about it since I made them.
I think he emails it to me.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I made banana chocolate chip cake. That was what Bradley requested, banana chocolate cake. So we made banana chocolate chip cream cheese coffee cake. I think I forgot to put the sour cream in it. Do you guys ever think about that like a week later? Like, I bought sour cream. I don't think I used the sour cream. So Jason, Sandy, Bradley, if that was a little bit dry, it's because I forgot to put the sour cream in it. I don't think I opened that sour cream. Any tips for surviving hot temperatures? England reached 38. Reaching 38 in a few days. Brits aren't built for the heat. I don't know what 38 translates to. I think times 3-ish, maybe? So you're like 90s, close to 100-ish. Lots of cold showers. Like, really, just go take a cold shower. It will make you feel better. That's what we do. When I used to work at a place that did not have the best air conditioning, Dan and I worked together for 10 years, then I worked another job for 4 years that had really crappy air conditioning. I would come home for lunch and take a shower. Just put a little shower cap on, take a shower, even if you just put the same clothes back on or put some fresh clothes on, take a cold shower.
20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I came home from work, went in the bathroom to go get ready, and went, no. I'm gonna go take a cold shower. Like, literally don't turn the hot water on at all. Just take a cold shower. That's my best advice, really. Like, minimal clothes, maximum cold water. That's all I got. Lily CK wants to know, did Dan take the noodle and the other food from out of the food from the hiding places? I'll give you 2 guesses, but you're only gonna need 1. We literally had a conversation about the noodle on the ceiling, and he tried to convince me it's like a museum now, and it's a piece of art, and we need to leave it up there.
You're polite too.
Huh? What?
I'm sorry, I'm talking to you on the delay because I'm trying to see if we're good or not. You asked nicely to take it.
I did ask very nicely.
I love it there. It's art.
It's not art. It's disgusting. There's food hanging from the ceiling in my house, you guys. This is what it's like to live with Dan.
Sorry.
Food behind your oven, hanging from the ceiling. You never know.
I have like the most manageable problems of like anyone in the world. Oh, my boyfriend, he just doesn't.
He flings spaghetti at the wall
This ain't honey
and
glue.
leaves it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Least amount of manageable problems, but still pretty. Amanda says that I am quiet. What are you doing? Turn me up.
All right, sorry.
Thanks, Amanda. Appreciate you. Are you moving about that? What? The mouse is jumpy. Amanda says cold water. Arizona doesn't have cold water in the summer from the tap. Oh, it definitely takes a while for it to actually feel cold. Yeah, you guys got like 10 degrees on us most of the time, so sorry. Woofy, I saw your thing didn't get read. Oh, here we go. Hey, Dan. He can't hear me. He has his noise-canceling headphones in. Let's talk all the crap about Dan while he can't hear us.
Eat a bag of.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, let's talk shit about Dan while he's trying to fix the show. What's up?
What did rocket number 1 say to rocket number 2?
I don't know. What did rocket number 1 say to rocket number 2?
I think I'm about to get fired.
That's a good one.
Thank you for the laugh. Appreciate you. Okay, are we all caught up? I think maybe.
How come Chris has the most crisscross lyrics than like
He might be
everyone
Criss Cross's biggest fan.
I don't know. At some point I had that cassette in the 90s. I don't know how I got it.
Did you really?
Well, because I know that song too. That song, yeah. There was like 3 songs that they had that like.
I don't even know.
I know, right? All right,
What is
so
that?
I'm working on stuffs here and I'm getting things better, so we can.
Whoa, that's not it.
Whoa.
There we go.
Just when I'm like, check this out. Okay. Sleeping Mooch.
Oh, I thought you were coming over here to like be on camera.
Oh,
So
I'm
I
still.
stopped to let you say something and you didn't.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. So I took out the frozen lemon like 20 minutes ago and it's already almost liquid. That's how hot it is in here. But I think we are just about ready. The butter is soft despite only being out for about 20 minutes. The cream cheese is soft. Let's do this. You guys, there are a lot of components to this, but I promise you it is worth it. I have made this so many times. It's one of my go-to recipes. It's right in the front of my cookbook because that's where the breakfasts are. I make this very regularly to take to work for breakfast. It travels well. I've taken it to like functions. Just put some like frozen ice packs underneath it because it does have cream cheese in it. It is cooked, so technically it doesn't have to stay cold, but it's better cold. The bread gets a little bit like dense and hard when it's cold, but totally worth it. It's way better cold. I'm all about this life. Okay, so in a large bowl, as always, we are going to mix our dry ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and mix it in here. In our mixer, so that then we're gonna beat the butter into it. No, this hasn't been used for a while. Hold on.
Oh yeah, please do, because when I was drilling and stuff. Oh, because also when they put the new ceiling in, it rained ceiling.
Oh.
It rained ceiling on our whole house.
If you guys caught Dan's live stream on Tuesday, he took off and went down to the beach because he had to go pick me up at the airport anyway. And they were putting the new roof on, and ceiling was everywhere. By the time we got home, there were bits of white popcorn ceiling everywhere in this house. This weekend is super cleaning weekend. Dan did a good job, like, trying to maintain, but there was just so much chaos going on.
If you get a new roof, cover up your stuff, because they don't tell you that when they hammer and knock, that it's just going to snow down on you.
You know what? The neighbors across the street are actually they had their roof taken off today. Apparently they saw us, and they were like, we're going to go ahead and get a new roof, too. Why don't you go ahead and knock on their door and tell them? Like,
I almost did.
Get out all your blankets and
It was too
sheets
late.
and everything.
It was too late.
It wasn't so bad when well, I don't know, I wasn't here when they took it off, but when they put the new one back on, stuff went everywhere.
It was
so
great.
cover your stuff.
But
Cover
the new
your
roof is
everything.
nice, triple thick.
It is. We'll see if that makes any sort of insulating difference in the
Absolutely.
house. But
It didn't get higher than 85, and it was 104 out, so it was 20 degrees now.
Nice.
Before, I was averaging about 10 degrees.
right, so it is already between the swan cooler and the roof. It is already making a
Already
difference.
making a difference.
Yes.
And the sound, and the lighting, and all that.
Yeah, the fact that it's so much quieter, like I almost can't even tell that it's on right now.
Almost.
Like it's kind
Everybody
of
else
background
can,
noise,
but almost.
but it's not as loud as it was. All right, I gotta get some measuring cups.
No.
Hold up.
Don't worry, new microphone stuff soon.
Yay.
Well, it's here, but it's just not set up.
Okay, so we are going to start with the cake. So we do the cake, and then there's a cream cheese filling, and then there's a streusel. Hi, peanut gallery.
Can we be,
There's just like running.
Can we be peanut M&M gallery?
Peanut M&M gallery, zip it.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to start with the cake layer, then we're going to do the cream cheese layer that goes on top of the cake, and then the streusel goes on top of that. And then, if you guys saw, I did post the recipe. I posted a recipe. I put a link to a recipe. There is something pinned on my Pinterest. It's not the same recipe. I cannot find this recipe. It has been in my cookbook pretty much as long as I've had the cookbook. So my recipe is a little bit different. And I don't remember if this was part of the original recipe, if I just made it up, but I put a glaze on top because everything's better with the glaze. I don't think I ever make any sort of coffee cake without whipping up a quick, like, powdered sugar and milk glaze. Somebody I did see asked where Mooch was. He's right here. I don't know if you can see him.
I don't know.
Passed out.
I don't know. Every other time I got like a better angle, but today we're like a little thin right here for some reason.
New live stream, who dis?
I know, right? So I try to twist Mooch around over here.
All right, so we're going with 1 1/4 cups of flour.
Oh yeah, your mixer's not that red.
Oh, do I need to wipe that down too before I put this in there?
It's crazy, just everything.
Oh.
I tried to think.
Clearly, we were prepared for this. Do you even live stream, bro? Yeah, there's just a layer of dust on everything. So it's about time for my like super spring cleaning time anyway, and I will wipe down all the walls and get rid of all the everythings, all the dust and debris and messiness. All right, to our 1 1/4 cups of flour, we are going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. So yeah, I did post, like I said, a link to a recipe, but I also made a recipe card. Most of you, I'm sure if you're here, you saw it, you're part of the group. I posted on Instagram and Facebook. I went ahead and made a, like, instructions to the recipe, not just the ingredients list. So you guys can make it the way I make it, even though I think the instructions are the same. Chris says, Crystal, when you're done cleaning your house, you want to tackle ours? Maybe in winter. I am not coming to Arizona in the summertime. In fact, I'm not even coming to Arizona like between February and November. So you're going to have to hit me up in like December or January. Because I went in March once and I almost died. Literally.
I can vouch for that.
All right, 1/2 cup of sugar. Then we're going to do some 1/4 teaspoons. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, baking soda, and salt. All 3 of them. Ooh, Chris says we have AC. Maybe I will come over. I don't mind cleaning. I like to get in the zone, put on some music, and just clean all the things.
I love watching you bake live. Haha,
I had so much fun, you guys, baking with Bradley. Every single day we baked something. It was so much fun. We got up every morning and we're like, what are we baking today? It was lots of fun. And I did see Jason texted me that Sandy is upset that I didn't make this while I was out there. She did ask for a lemon something and we didn't get to that. But we did finally make the pretzels that we were supposed to make in October when I went out there. They were so good. So good. All right, so we've got all of our dry ingredients here. We're going to go ahead and just whisk this together. Actually, I'm going to whisk it by hand because then I'm going to paddle it together with the butter. Okay, so to this we're going to add 6 tablespoons of soft butter. You guys, if you make this, do not screw this up and use a whole stick of butter because I have done that and it screws up the ratio, screws up the density of the bread, it turns into mush. 6 tablespoons, not a whole stick. Learn from my mistakes. All right, so we are going to mix this with the paddle just until it is crumbly, and then we're going to add some liquid ingredients. Thanks, Dan. I never put it in the right spot. Chris says, no Arizona trips in the summer, huh? Less Than Jake is here on August 5th. Chris, that's my birthday. Can I come to your house and see them on my birthday? Will you come with me? I know you like horns.
She's just using you for audio.
It's true. Hey, now I know he knows who I am, so... And he knows I'm willing to fly across the country for him. Let me tell you guys something really cool. So, on the way there, I flew on like a normal plane like I always fly on. 3 seats on each side with an aisle down the middle. On the way back, I flew back on a giant plane that was 3 seats, aisle, 3 seats, aisle, 3 seats. kind of weird to me. Like, I've never flown on a plane that big. It was United, before anybody asks. When you reclined the seat, it didn't just do that thing where it just goes, like, a little bit. It, like, went like this. Wait, let me... Like, the bottom of the seat went forward and it went back. Super comfortable. So comfortable. Not only that, when I got on the plane, the window was blacked out. And I'm like, that's weird. And so I'm looking at it like, there's no shades on the window. What's going on? You guys, there was a little button. And it had like a tinting feature. And so you could put it all the way down and it would tint out completely black. And then you could put it all the way up and it would be completely like not blacked out at all. Or you could go like in between so you could kind of see outside but it wasn't blinding you with the sun that you were closer to. Has anybody ever seen such a thing on a plane? Because I never had and I was really impressed. I don't know if everybody else was just like, yeah, that's a thing, W. What are you talking about? But I like made a video of it and everything because I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Chris says, I'll go. You want me to reach out to Roger so he knows it's your birthday? Could you please? Please. Tell him I'd like a special personalized gift. We're going to leave it at that. Oh, so many of you guys are here. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Like I said, I missed you guys. I missed doing this. I think, okay, we're pretty crumbly here. So, can you see in here? It just gets kind of like powdery. You just don't want like chunks of butter. So it gets like a, I don't know how you describe this, creamy powder? I'm going to give it one more little whip. Because yeah, it is kind of like sand.
Kinetic sand.
Kinetic sand, yeah,
Squishy
sort of. Yeah, because if you squish it, it'll kind of get dense again. I think we're good. Okay, so to this, we are going to add eggs, vanilla, lemon juice, and milk, which I don't have out yet because it would have curdled. I need, let's see, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and a 1/4 cup of milk. I might need to adjust this again. I think we're hitting the bottom. I need to do some maintenance on this soon, Dan. Thank you, Wolfie. If you guys haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button. You know you're gonna like what you see. You guys are here every week. Hit the thumbs up and help our algorithm. It's like I forgot how to talk. Doris wants to know, how's the temp in the house? How's that swamp cooler treating you? 85 in the house, and it is 100 degrees outside, so 15-degree difference. Not bad. 85 is bearable. I do feel a little bit sticky. A little bit, but not as bad as I would have been previously. Yeah, what's up?
Lots of moisture right now.
Yes, it is. It's very efficient. It's working very well and creating a lot of moisture in the house. The humidity is a bit high in our house. Somebody said something. Oh, Hannah said, I hear a wild Terry. You do. She is over there being wild Terry.
I'm hitting my like button.
Thanks, friend. She's over there hitting a thumbs up for us. Thank you guys, everybody who pawed up. We appreciate it. Make sure that's a cat paw, not a dog paw. Thank you. Appreciate it. Beer Unbox says, I'm driving right now, so I'm talk to text. I made my muffins with, oh my gosh, with praline-coated pecans in a banana muffin. Dude, please send the recipe. That sounds amazing. I still have some frozen chunks in here. I thought it'd be melted. It is mostly melted, but let's go ahead and start with our eggs. I think they need to get a screwdriver real quick. BRB. Sorry guys, I'm hitting the bottom here and I gotta fix it and I never remember which way it goes. I think it's the other way. What'd you do to my mixer while I was gone, Dan? It was fine when I left. Nope. It's like way off.
It is. Is it?
Do you need it? Oh, you got stuff in there already.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was off. I haven't baked in a while. That'll do. Alright, we got some eggs in there. What am I doing? Whew. Now we started talking about the heat. I'm feeling a little warmer. Alright, a teaspoon of vanilla.
Ooh, yours, that don't sound good. That don't sound good at all.
It doesn't sound that bad.
That does.
Oh, don't be over dramatic. It'll be fine. Alright, so we got our eggs, we got our vanilla. We need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I don't want to put this in the microwave. Let's see if I can get these bits squished. Uncle Yukon suggesting that you've been using the mixer to polish the rocks that you got from the desert, like Jess and Jamie. Is that what you were doing while I was gone?
You know, it would take a long time, but I bet you could with your bread hook. You just beat them all around in there for like a month.
Please don't do that. Hey Dan.
Yeah.
Doris wants to know why Precious doesn't have an emoji yet.
You know, I just need a good picture. If you want to find me a good like headshot of Precious, I don't know if you have one yet.
Oh, let me check RFS Cats on Instagram. I bet there's a good one there.
Of course, just use the Mr. Tails one.
It's not the same. You think all orange cats look the same, Dan?
What is it though?
Alright, so 2 tablespoons. I can't quite scoop a whole tablespoon, so I'm going to do 2 low tablespoons and then half a little piece more. Most of the lemon flavor will come from the zest anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we need a 1/4 cup of milk. Wolfie says, hopefully the mixer doesn't pull a Booster 7 on you. Is that the one that just failed recently?
Yeah.
I saw that. Alright, just going to go ahead and scrape the stuff from the bottom. Since we did start with dry ingredients, we're going to be a little clumpy on the bottom.
YouTube's been begging me to put ads in the middle of our live streams.
You guys want ads in the middle? We could put ads right in the middle if you want.
So that it's like 3, 2, 1, and then like 30 seconds of you watching some kid sit in his parents' basement with his NVIDIA computer.
Inevitably at the most inopportune time.
I know.
Like right at the punchline of a joke.
It's Twitch does it to me, and I'm gonna get so mad while you watching something on Twitch. I'm like, no! But it's like very much like, even right now while we're streaming, it's like really trying.
Okay, so then we're gonna just let this beat for 3 to 4 minutes. Doris says, no! We're teasing, we wouldn't do it. Alright, I'm gonna grab my pan because I apparently didn't do that. How many round pans does one baking girl need? I could easily make like a 4 or 5 layer cake.
Yeah.
No problem. They might be different sizes, but I could do it. Okay. So later in the recipe, we're going to use a 1/2 cup of butter and we're going to melt it. So I am just going to go ahead and shake this out of here and butter my pan. Yes, Doris, they do cycle the same 3 ads. Whatever platform you're on, they get their ads for like the month, and that's what you watch. And by the end, you're sick of the remainder, the number that remains.
Here's a little secret. They're tailored to you.
Oh, good to know.
So you might not get the same 3 annoying ads as I do.
Oh, that's fun. They're no less annoying. Thank you, sir. I see lots of you guys saying you don't even have ads. Good deal. Mel Shane says, this weekend I'm making chocolate chip banana bread oatmeal bars. If I remember, I'll post a photo of them once they are done. Yes, please. That sounds delicious. I like all of those ingredients, and they're amazing together. Cyber Husky is here. Hello, friend, with the super chat. A contribution for the Upgrade Crystals Mixer Fund. Thank you, I appreciate it. I need to do some maintenance. It's like 11 or 12 years old at this point. It's about time. Also, welcome back, friends. It's so good to see all of you again. Yes, it really is. I see you guys more than I see my real life friends.
Wolfie W says, speaking of the Jetsons, I still want my flying car.
Yes.
That's not what I want for the Jetsons. I want the conveyor belt with the hands that would, like, get them dressed and stuff and do the things, and the hands would come down and, like, you know?
And if you want, tomorrow when you get dressed, I will be your conveyor belt with the hands.
No, because you'll just, like, smack at me and, like, put your finger in my mouth like a fish hook.
What makes you say that?
Because one time I did something over there and you just, like, fish hooked me.
Just one time? Just once. Wait, we aren't real life friends? Has existential crisis. I mean people that I've seen in real life with my own two eyes and been able to touch, and sometimes they try to hug me and I'm not really a fan. Just so you guys know, if we ever meet in real life, I'm not a hugger. I hug.
Yeah, you passed your hug.
Yeah, Dan will hug you. Dan will hug you twice. I always get suckered into it. Like, if someone goes in for a hug, I'm not going to be like, nah, I'm good. Like when they try to hand me a baby, but I'm not really a hugger. Although when Roger goes in for a hug, I always take it. I did also, I don't think I posted that either. They did sucker me into holding the baby. You guys are in leopard print and everything. Like that was gonna help bribe me into holding the baby. But yeah, we did a photo shoot. Which Sandy and Jason, you need to send me the rest of those pictures, please. But I held the baby. But you know, babies aren't really my thing, and I had a lot more fun with Bradley. I will say though, you guys have maybe the most well-behaved baby. I did not once hear her do that screeching baby cry that makes me want to stab my ears out. She like fusses. That's it. She just fusses and like just enough to let you know she's unhappy. All right, that's probably been 3 to 4 minutes. We got some stuff going on here. Let's see. Foxy Koala member for 21 months. I thought your YouTube friends are your real life friends, or are we just bots? I honestly have no idea. I've never seen most of you. I don't know. But you guys are my friends. You know that. Note to self, hug Crystal. No, don't. Amanda says, I need to work on my mixer as well. I'm just so scared to work on it. Me too. I'm scared that I'm going to take it apart, and I'm really good. Like, you guys have rebuilt carburetors. I could do this, but I'm really scared I'm going to do something that's not going to work, and I'm going to have to drop like $300 on a new mixer. So I'm a little intimidated by that. I have talked with Mr. Mixer about sending it to him, but I am also nervous about shipping it as well. Yes, all of this. I completely 100% agree with you.
I mean, if yours is like 13 years old, it's no problem getting a new one.
Right, it has lasted, but I would definitely give it a shot of doing some maintenance before I just chucked it out and bought a new one.
I watched the videos on it. When you take it off, it's like a big, huge softball, at least size bigger than that, of black just goo in there.
Yes, all the
gotta
grease.
pull out and
Yeah.
stuff. But the videos look like it was, you know, you could get
It
an
looks
overhaul
pretty
kit.
easy, but I'm still intimidated.
I think we should buy the overhaul kit and we'll stream it and we'll just go through the troubles of trying to figure it out.
Right, and we can allow Amanda to learn from our mistakes. We'll screw ours up so that you don't have to screw yours up. How about that? Does that sound good? PJ with the super chat, thank you so
What's
much,
up,
friend. It says George Jetson was a 40-year-old man living in 2062. That means he was born this year. Oh, interesting. So there's that. And yeah, the first thing Dan and I did was hug. Oh yeah, Dan is a hugger. Dan will see you from a mile away and run over and hug you.
I'm practicing my pickpocketing skills, so I'm hugging, but I'm really like...
Check your pockets after Dan
the
hugs
problem is
you.
everybody I've hugged had no money, so I didn't take it.
Fair enough. Sam says, most likely if you take it apart, you'll have an extra screw that you don't know where it goes. Yes, that is the scary
I know
part.
exactly where it goes. It goes in the bin with the extra screws.
We have lots of those.
Lots of them.
From all the other projects. Lily CK says, I must not have grown up on the Jetsons, or I must not have learned about the Jetsons before. You don't know what the Jetsons are? That's why I say Flintstones. That I know.
Well, just because they have chewable vitamins and the Jetsons don't, doesn't
I
mean
guess
that
so.
you shouldn't ignore the Jetsons.
Do you know that the Flintstones used to sell cigarettes, like, in the cartoon? They'd be like, Winston! Smoke a Winston! Like, do you know that far back, or do you just know the vitamins?
We need Fruity
That's
Pebbles
weird.
from the Jetsons. It could be called Orbities, and it could just be the same stuff, just packaged with the Jetsons on it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Moon Rocks. It's the same thing. It's
That's
just
right.
they don't get no love. The Jetsons was far superior.
Yeah, you should YouTube some Jetsons. It's a glorious future we'll never have with flying cars. Doris wants to know if the extra screw bin is the same bin as the extra socks go into. No, the extra socks go right back into the drawer in hopes. You guys know, well maybe, do you guys know that I only own picture socks? I have over 200 pairs of socks, and I only have socks with pictures on them. So if one gets lost, I am absolutely heartbroken. And I can think of 2 times that I have had pairs of socks where one got lost and was never to be found again, ever in life. And it's depressing. It's really upsetting.
I have one sock that even today I grabbed it out of the drawer and I'm like, are you the other sock? And I looked at my whole
Right, you get your hopes up, like, this must be it!
And
No.
it wasn't. It was today and it wasn't. I'm convinced it's somewhere between here and like LA or Carlsbad, where I had them on my feet last.
Probably. How do you lose a sock? But you know, sometimes you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, my sock!
No, but then
Like, on the side of the road, but it's never your sock.
did,
But
like-
somebody's sock got lost.
I did like those remember I would go do like the Iron Man thingies, those tough
Right.
not Iron Man, whatever they're called, those Spartan races. And
Yes.
So I think maybe one's like in the mud over
Still stuck in the mud.
the park. In the-
Someone came out and it's
in
stuck
the-
in their
yeah,
toes.
the park in LA.
Gross. Yeah, I just put lost socks back in the drawer with hope. Is it a sock or a turtle? Turtle socks. I have lots of turtle socks. I have cat socks. I have so many socks. If you watch the vlogs, you know, there was a vlog once where we took them out and counted them, and I have too many socks. I have socks that are older than Blake because I have so many socks that my socks last for like ever, because I can wear like a different pair of socks every day for like 2/3 of the year. I really love picture socks. All right, so we'll pour the cake in. Step 1 is done.
I just thought about it. Do we get to eat some of this tonight?
You could, but it's better cold. So realistically, I make it at night and then we eat it for breakfast in the morning. So we can show you guys tomorrow how it turned out. Lily CK says, no, I did not know the bad stuff. I didn't know that. I'll look into the Jetsons. I cannot wait till they have... Oh, you're trying to say autonomous? Autonomous cars? I think they have that and they're causing nothing but problems. Did you see one was in the way of an emergency vehicle and they like couldn't do anything? There's like autonomous taxis now, like an Uber, but it's self-driving, and it was in the way of a emergency vehicle and they couldn't get it to move.
I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. You idiots get hit by trains. I don't want it. Like humans.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
They move in a straight line.
Yeah.
Lily, I bet if you Google Flintstones Winston, it'll come up on YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
Google or
for
YouTube
sure.
search. Yeah, like that, because the Flintstones is so old. It's from a time when like
Dude, they were hiding out from their wives.
you didn't
In
not.
the
Yeah, right. It was a time from a time when men hid from their wives and smoking cigarettes was okay.
Yeah,
It was
they're-
good for your health.
Oh, hey Marty, let's have a Winston.
There was like ads with pregnant women smoking, talking about it'll make your baby healthier. It was bad news.
She gave the baby a puff too.
Right? Oh.
Christina with visual.
Oh my gosh. Chris wants to know, is slow chat on tonight? Trying to figure out if my tablet is being stupid or if YouTube just thinks I'm talking too much. Both.
No, it's slow chat's on. Only for
Trivia things.
yeah, only for trivia stuff.
Alright, so next step we are going to make our filling, and that is pretty easy. It is just cream cheese, sugar. Oh, I need to get another egg and lemon zest. Easy stuff, guys.
Are you done with the mixer for a minute?
Nope.
Okay.
The recipe, yeah.
Just want to switch cameras, that's all.
Okay, so we are going to start with the cream cheese. I always like to start with the cream cheese and just kind of whip it up a little bit. Whip it real good, and make sure it is soft.
Ooh, fluffy.
Just get this paddle. Ooh. Why is this greasy? What did you do while I was gone?
Like sat in the back bedroom in 100-degree heat in the corner for 7 days while you were gone, I think.
I don't know if I believe you.
But I'm pretty sure, judging by how there was no laundry or dishes, that nothing was touched while you were gone.
Fair enough.
I wore the same 2 pair of shorts with no shirt.
Yeah, I
In the
did. So
house for a
I
week.
came home and I threw my whole suitcase worth of clothes into the laundry, and then Wednesday I did all the laundry, like all the clothing laundry. It was 2 loads of clothing
I
laundry,
had 2 shirts.
and there were 2 shirts in there for Dan.
I should have
and
just said like I did like loads and
and
loads of laundry.
one pair of your shorts.
That's because the other one was on me still.
Yes.
But it was so hot. in here
That was
like,
it.
I just had to like lay around like Mojo from The Simpsons. I was just like laying there, just melting. But I wasn't even out here.
In case you were wondering what Dan does while I'm gone, it is not change his clothes.
I took a salad bath.
A salad bath?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Where I just like laid in salad. Like,
In salad?
Yeah, like it was so hot. I didn't want any microwave food at all because that's what I had. I had like a bunch of burritos and chicken burgers.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh, this sucks. And I'm like, oh man, like I need a salad. So like, I just
Wait, was that the like salad full of chips in the fridge that I saw?
yeah, that big old
'Cause,
container. That's what I stood in. That was the salad.
Look, when
It
you
was a-
ordered it, you might have said the word salad. That was not a salad.
It was a taco. It was a taco. I mean,
Tacos. Okay, so
But
it was a taco with extra lettuce.
You know what?
in a bowl.
It was cold. It was cold meal.
Okay.
So I took took the taco salad. I took a taco salad bath. Like I was just pouring it on my face and like whatever went in my mouth went in my mouth. Salad will pull you off.
Oh, the visuals.
I know.
All right, so we're just whipping up the cream cheese. To this, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. Well, going down.
Oh my god, Neil! I didn't know that Bill Blake was the voice of Barney. Barney Bill.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Dora says that Mel Blanc, the voice of Barney Rubble, was a smoker for years. He finally gave it up because it started messing with his character voices. Yeah, anybody who wants to do any sort of like voice acting or singing,
Gave it up. It started killing
like
me.
these days, you don't. Oh, Mooch just realized there's cream cheese. Can you see him? He woke up. You know not to smoke. Back then, everybody smoked. It was just like the hip thing to do. Everybody did it. Oh, did you find it, Mooch? Found his cream cheese. Oh, Dan, he's gonna need some help.
Huh?
Mooch found his cream cheese, but he's like licking it away. Alright, 1/4 cup of sugar into that. So my recipe says 1 zested lemon. I looked it up and that is about a tablespoon. Just in case you're wondering what that translates to. Obviously it depends on the size of your lemon. Oh no, I think this might be the end of my zest. You guys can see this is already getting like fluffy and creamy. It's way more yellow on camera though, that's weird. Alright. We've talked about it before every time I've ever made anything lemon. Oh, Dr. Troy, are you still here? I saw he was like, didn't you make this recipe before? No, sir. I have made lemon cream cheese danishes, lemon cream cheese crumb bars, lemon blueberry muffins, all kinds of lemon deliciousness, especially with cream cheese. But no, I haven't actually made this. I do keep a spreadsheet just in case, and I did have to check on this because I know I've made a lot of lemon things. So we've talked about it before, but most of the lemon flavor is going to come from the zest and not from the actual lemon juice that's in the cake. That's going to give you a mild lemon flavor. The zest is where all the flavor is at. So if you guys make something that is lemon and it doesn't taste lemony enough, put some zest in it. Oh, your mom is here. Hi, Ma. No, you ain't saying hi to your mom today?
Oh shoot! I was all into mooch here. I'm sorry. Hi, Mom. Love you. I'm feeding the cat cream cheese. Is that it? Are you done looking at me?
I think he's had enough.
Well, as soon as I'm done, he's on to you. So I'm just trying to distract him. Get the cat off the counter. Haha! You keep your cat off your counter.
He has a table on the opposite side of the counter because otherwise he would be on the counter. He has to have a spot there.
This
Look,
is an
Leslie,
optical illusion.
Leslie, you've eaten my snacks. You know it comes with a warning. There may or may not be human or cat hair in it. That's the love. That's how you know it was homemade. I do my best to keep my kitchen clean, but we've got a lot of cats.
Also, hi.
Hi, Leslie. And I saw Adele is here. Hello, Adele. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Thanks for joining us tomorrow. Dale pointing out on I Love Lucy, that was one of the reasons they all smoked on the show, was they were sponsored by tobacco company Philip Morris. Yes, back then you could be sponsored by a tobacco company and advertise the product, and that was perfectly okay. Alright, so then I added the egg. You stay there, sir. And we're going to beat this about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to pour this over the cake batter in the pan. Just one solid layer. You want to try to avoid getting it all the way to the edge. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if like it'll burn or it'll... I don't know what it does. It does solidify. Like once you cook it and refrigerate it, it does kind of solidify. I'm not really sure why you can't put it to the edge, but it does specify that. Lily CK wants everybody to remind her 1 lemon is a tablespoon of zest. Depends on your size of your lemon. Lemon for scale, I don't know. I don't know. I have to look it up every single time. Every time something says zest from 1 lemon, I'm like, but how much is that? Because I don't buy lemons for my recipes usually. I have, we talked about that before too. I have frozen lemon juice and lemon zest. You should be good now. Leslie says, we are late. What are you making? I am making lemon cream cheese coffee cake. You may have had this at my house before. This is something I make very regularly when I know people are coming over. It's a good quick snack or breakfast. It's not the size of the lemon, it's how you zest it. Truer words have never been spoken, Chris. Also, Lily, I'm impressed that I taught somebody who is in... what are you in? Pastry school? Culinary school? Whatever it is. You're in school for this, and I taught you something you didn't learn at school yet. That makes me a little happy. Because you taught me many, many, many things here. What are you doing? Oh, you think your phone's food now?
It can be food. It just stays out of your cake.
Yeah, I still got a couple little chunks in here. I'm going to throw this back on here. Laura is here. Hello, Laura. Thank you for joining us. How many people do we have, Dan? You blocked it with the camera.
Could you take your baseball game off the camera, please? So I don't Thank you.
Hey, Dan. How many people are here? I can't see it. You covered it with the camera.
87.
Nice. 87 of you. If you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. Help our algorithm and our doodads and our YouTube thingamajiggers. Maybe a dog gate like in Cars will help Mr. Mooch. Have you seen how persistent this cat is? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so Keith Bates, either talking about yourself in third person or it's somebody else using Keith's account, says Keith's hair is almost to his waist, so our warning comes with dog hair or human hair. Look, I put it up whenever I'm baking. On the show, I like to have it in braids so you know, like, my hair's not getting in here, it's tangled up. At the very least, it's up in a ponytail anytime I bake. I do not like for my hair to be down. I don't really like my hair to be down anyway. But, yeah, I always put it up. I do what I can. You know who a big culprit of hair in food is around here, though, is Dan. Dan's hair is very often in our food.
Very much.
Very much.
Especially when it was red.
Yes, yeah, you could always tell it was Dan's when it was red, but...
And wherever it laid a stain. But you're about to get voted off.
There's still stains. Yeah, he might need to go to the ground soon.
Say the word, bird.
Keith's account, Joan's husband. Oh, cool, thank you. Okay, so that is Joan. You guys confuse me when your own name is not in the account name, and then I have to try to remember another name. Look, I can't remember so many things.
I can relate, friend.
Sarah says, I haven't been able to chat since I'm mixing my things. Are you making this with me tonight? I know you said Drew likes lemony things, or something to that effect. So yes, I hope that this is what you were making and that you guys love it. Alright, so this is pretty liquidy. So maybe that's why you don't put it to the ends? I don't know. But usually I just kind of carefully pour it around, and it'll kind of sink in a little bit. It might be extra liquidy right now because it is still 100 degrees. You can kind of spread it once you get it on there so you can kind of get it evenly away from the edges. Not gonna lie, I've had it touch the edges. Nothing bad happened. It didn't blow up. You don't just want to plop it all in the middle, though, because then it definitely will just sink down. So you just lightly, with like a rubber spatula, kind of mush it a little bit, if that makes sense. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Are you still with this, Mooch? You can't have this.
I get nice in the come back up there. I don't blame him though.
It smells good already.
It's the cream cheese. We smell lemon, but he knows there's cream cheese. The minute cream cheese comes out, he was laying there sleeping the whole time. The minute I opened the cream cheese package, he was like, "What happened?" Jess is here. Hello, friend. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Jess.
You are being difficult. Get in here. Get in the pan. Laura says I'm going to be moving soon. We'll actually have a working oven. Can't wait to get baked with you. Awesome. I'm so excited for you. It makes me so sad, those of you that, like, don't have a functional oven or kitchen that you can bake in easily. Like, that would be... I get, like, sometimes you just can't help it. That's where you end up, or things break. But, you know how heartbroken I was when my kitchen was being redone and I couldn't bake anything? Like, immediately, there's pictures on my Instagram of, like, immediately once the kitchen was functional, I went and baked, like, 3 things. Like, I need to bake all the things and make up for all the lost time. Just says, game night just ended. Jamie won Catan, and he won all but one of the cornhole games. Darn him! Well, good job, Jamie. By the way, Jess, I don't know if you posted it or talked about it at all, but Jess made the Mackinac Island fudge twice, and the second time had great success with it. So
It will be Monday's video.
Oh, Monday's video that's going to be out. She did use a thermometer and get it up to temperature. So that did seem to be the difference that the rest... Did you use the same recipe that I used, Jess?
You'll be able to check it out.
And just check the temperature, or did you find a different, similar recipe? All right, so in here, we're going to do our streusel. I'm going to have to get a big bowl. We're just going to combine the ingredients with a fork. If you guys have ever made a streusel before, you just put... usually it's like some sort of melted butter and some combination of like flour, brown sugar, something to that effect, and you just mash it with a fork until it's like crumbly, chunky-ish. But I have to melt this. She says she used the same recipe, and we'll post it in the group. Awesome. Okay, so how do you know what temperature to get it up to? Do you just know because you make fudge before, or did you check a different recipe? Because that recipe didn't say it, right? Isn't that what we decided?
I think.
Careful.
I just want to put it in the frame if you're doing something.
PJ with the super chat, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. That practically birthed the baking show? What? Jess says 235 degrees, other recipes had the temp. Okay, now I know, because like I said when we made it, I've only ever made eggnog fudge, and my mom was all like, I make fudge and I never have a problem. We were talking about it today, because I was telling her how you made the fudge and it turned out really good. And she's like, I never have a problem, but we talked about the recipe that she makes, and she does do it on the stove, but it's a little more like basic version of a recipe, and she never has to bring it up to temperature. So now I know just like this much more than I did before about fudge, so I know that I will never make it without having a thermometer and checking the temperature.
Is it the same thermometer we own for the candy?
That will work, absolutely. That's what I use when I make the eggnog fudge. I use the candy thermometer. Okay, so in here we are going to put half a cup of light brown sugar. Half a cup? Okay. Where's this one? Let me get the regular sugar first. Whoa. I forgot my butter was already almost melted. Beer Bug says, random, I found an OG Easy Bake Oven from the 60s at one of the antique stores I went into. I had no idea they had 2 100-watt light bulbs in them. I did not have one from the 60s. I'm an 80s baby, so I had one in the 80s. Yeah, it was light bulbs. And if you ever used one, mostly look, back in the 80s, gender stereotypes were strong. So girls had Easy Bake Ovens. Maybe some of you guys out there had them, but girls, back me up. It did not make good stuff. You can't cook a cake with a light bulb. Technically you can. You shouldn't. Just because you can does not mean you should. By far.
Your toys sucked so bad back then. Even back then, I'm like, dude, this is shit. I remember playing with the Light Bright. I'm like, this is a one-time use only.
Hold on. Light Bright. I always wanted Light Bright, but I had Lights Alive, which was more like, think like Etch-a-Sketch meets Light Bright, because it was little bubbles that you would like push down with the tools, either like a rolling tool or a stamping tool, and then you would slide it up, and all the bubbles would pop back up, and you could slide it down and do it again. And now that I'm an adult, I realize that was the way cooler version. Light Bright was the best. Yes, somebody knows what I'm talking about. Dale says, well put, Crystal. I'm not sure. Look, there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm not sure. Are we talking about gender stereotypes being strong and how you should not cook with a light bulb?
It's like microwaving a meatloaf.
Like, yes, it is on par with microwaving a meatloaf, Terry. Absolutely.
Sorry.
Technically, it's cooked. Technically, you're probably not going to get sick from it. Nancy says, I had a 60s Easy Bake Oven. My dad loved everything I made. No, Nancy. Let me give you some truth right now. What your dad really loved was you. Your dad loved you and did not want to break your heart because everything that came out of an Easy Bake Oven was atrocious.
Alright, the screen will go black for a second.
Oh, I screwed up. I was supposed to do the sugar first. Stop distracting me, you guys. Alright, half a cup of light brown sugar. Then we're going to switch to the regular sugar, and it's only a quarter cup of that. Mouse Queen is here! What is up, Mouse Queen? With the super chat, thank you so much. Hiya, guys. Hope you're doing well. I just got in from hanging with family. I also have amazing news. Mr. Feeney is going to be in town at the local Comic-Con this weekend. You bet I'm going to be there. I am so excited for you.
Alright.
So excited.
Feeney out.
Hannah says, I like the Easy Bake Oven stuff. Hannah. But look, what were you, like 8? You didn't know any better. If an 8-year-old brought you an Easy Bake Oven cake right now, you would pretend it was delicious because you love the 8-year-old, right? But if I brought you a cake and an Easy Bake Oven cake, which one are you choosing? Come on, it's no contest. You liked it because you were 8. Let's be real. Don't front, friend. Don't front. Kathy says, Jennifer used to bake us mini cakes and they were good and we made them for our dad. They were good because you loved Jennifer. I'm not backing down on this one, you guys.
I can tell you're taking this one to the grave. I think you're wrong.
They were cooked with light bulbs.
There's nothing wrong with honesty.
Technically, it puts out heat. It's not good. It's not terrible. You're not going to get poisoned. I'd rather eat an Easy Bake Oven cake than, like, broccoli. Like, for sure, any day. Do you know, when I was at my brother's house, Bradley put broccoli on his pizza, and he got down on some broccoli pizza. Can't do it.
Probably do that with chicken and a white
Can't
sauce.
do it. All right, so we've got half a cup of light brown sugar, quarter cup of sugar. We're gonna do quarter teaspoon of salt. And 1.5 cups of flour. This makes a lot of streusel, you guys. Dan screwed up another mechanical thing. No, that was intentional. He said the camera was going to go down. Stop giving him a hard time, you guys. Only I'm allowed to do that. 1, 2, 3, Bradley was the cutest when I was doing that, and then sometimes I'd forget, and he would tell me, it's okay, I forget sometimes too. We are though. Alright, so we are going to whisk this together. You're going to put the butter in with the fork, but it's always easiest to whisk the dry ingredients together. Kevin says, good evening, Dan and Crystal. Good evening, Kevin. And thank you for joining us. We are just about done with our lemon cream cheese coffee cake. I should turn on the oven. Alright, we're going to put it to 325 degrees of hell. It's down to 98 outside, though, so waiting a little bit sure helped with that. It went down 3 whole degrees. I got little clumps of brown sugar in here. So we're just going to whisk this until... Whisk this until it looks even. Dale says, I love broccoli. I'll take it over asparagus or lima beans any day and twice on Sundays. Oh, I am like a toddler with broccoli. Like, I try. I put it in my mouth and I try to eat it and it just like comes right back out. I don't know what happens. I can't do it. I'm down for green beans. I'm down for lima beans. Asparagus I can't do either. Oh, I can't do it. So broccoli is the bane of my existence. Alright, so that is all mixed evenly. Let's get our butter in here. So I melted the butter and then let it cool. And we're going to pour that in here and mix it with a fork. Mouse Queen with the super chat. It's been triple digits here lately. Send help. Friend, I can't send help because it's been triple digits here. But after a week of no swamp cooler, we have a new swamp cooler, and life is somewhat good again. Oh my gosh, there's no clean forks.
There's somewhere right there.
They're the little baby forks. You can't make things with baby
You
forks.
can take 2 baby forks.
2 baby forks does not equal 1 adult-sized fork. Why do we even own baby forks? It's so stupid.
For charcuterie boards.
No one ever wants a baby fork. No one wants easy bake oven cake, and no one wants a baby fork. I'm drawing lines tonight. Nobody wants a baby fork.
No beef with the baby fork.
I have beef with the baby fork.
And Crystal is vegetarian.
Alpha Shadow just fixed the AC on his car. Good job. Way to go. I miss having a car that I could fix things on myself.
I don't know what button I hit on the camera today, but I've been going the wrong way with the settings just like all day long. Like we were so good last week.
Kevin says, nope, can't do the trees. The girls spit it out too. Yeah,
I like the raw
I
dog.
just
I like raw vegetables, but I don't.
I
I
can't.
don't. As long as I can raw dog, they're good. If we steam them or bake them, no, when we put them in the oven with the stuff that not to bake with, the olive oil.
the stuff not to bake
Yeah,
with.
that's
Do you run the swamp cooler all day and all night? Marco, it's not going off until November.
Marco, what happened last night, Marco, is the new swamp cooler got put in and it's all air seal tight, and we didn't
On the outside.
and we didn't leave the windows open enough, and there was 67% humidity in here, and it was raining from the top of the swamp cooler.
New swamp cooler problems, who
Yeah,
dis?
so we're not used to we're like the Clampids, so we're not used to having this nice.
In case you were
fancy-
wondering how dysfunctional
Yeah,
our old swamp
yeah.
cooler was,
So-
completely.
so
Absolutely,
then-
completely.
So then I melted all day today. Like I was steamed all day today, and I opened up all the windows trying to get the humidity down. It's still 54% humidity in this house. It's 25 outside. Like
yeah,
it's
we
just-
actually have humidity
and it
today.
got muggy last night, so I screwed up and caused a tundra.
Fabulous for my hair.
It
Not
happens.
mine.
It happens. Leslie's out in
Yours is
Vegas
great.
right now with your mom. She says it's 102 here in Vegas.
They got that good AC on the inside of the house.
Yes, they do. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Thank you so much. There's also, I gotta know, together with Boy Meets, I've been binging a certain hit game show from 20 years ago. We doing Dantics tomorrow night? Dan,
Yeah.
what is going on tomorrow?
Here, I'll come say hi.
Oh, will you? But you haven't even shaved.
Yeah, oh yeah, well I'm like part Teen Wolf, is that okay?
Yeah,
I'm
I guess
I'm
that's
part Teen
okay.
Wolf. Okay, Mouse Queen, so you were gone last week out of our new Dan
2 weeks ago.
two weeks ago when we did Dan 2.0, which was our new game show. Well, it's not a new game show, it's an addition to the other game show. So
Same questions, new format.
tomorrow it's like multiple choice and guess in the chat, but like it's interactive. It'll be fun. And then I think the week after that I'm doing a call-in show. I'm doing the call-in show. So, but this week will be more of the last, like the one from the week before last, where you answer in the, not answer in the chat, but like, I don't know how to explain it.
It is answer in the chat, but multiple
It's-
choice answer in the
It's
chat.
interactive.
If you guys missed it, go check out the Dantics from 2 Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
It's a whole new
so-
format that's really, really cool and plays really well. I need to wash my hands because I need to use my hands.
Okay.
Thanks.
Why not get a real air conditioner? It is a little
'Cause
pricey.
It's very expensive to run a real air conditioner, especially when you live in the desert where it is 100+ degrees all
Yeah.
summer long, and
Yeah.
nobody wants that kind of electric bill. The swamp cooler works really well when it works really well.
Nice shirt, Dan. Oh yeah. It's a punk rock cat.
Mouse Queen with the super chat says Dan equals Teen Mutt.
What does that mean?
Like Teen Wolf, but Teen Mutt.
Oh yeah, I'm almost there. Yeah, but check it out. It was really fun last week. It like keeps track of the scores. It's all automated now.
Yes.
It's really like Zoltar-ish. It's so cool. And then the week after that, though, will be a traditional call-in show where I can talk to you, but not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Yeah, everybody.
All right, guys. Keith says, swamp coolers, no, I had them living in Tucson, horrible. Living in Albuquerque, New Mexico, nicer weather. But Tucson's Arizona, though. You don't have humidity. Well, I don't know. Maybe it does get like 10 degrees hotter out in Arizona, though. So maybe you can't quite battle it. The electric bill versus temperature, I'd rather have it be a little bit warmer. Yeah, Amanda says our electric bill in the month of June to run the AC was $350.
But like Amanda, were you were you temperature controlled the whole month, or did you still suffer a bit?
All right, guys, so we're just going to take this by the handful and just sprinkle it on top. Super easy. You could let your kid do this. They'd probably make a mess. I don't let Dan do this.
Dibs on leftover crumble.
Fair.
It's like cookie dough.
It is. When I was baking with Bradley, I let him taste everything because that's what a good aunt does, right?
Yes.
But then he wanted to taste other things. Like, he wanted to taste the pancake batter, and I was like, don't. And he's like, but why? I'm like, dude, do I steer you wrong? Like, I'll let you taste the things that taste good. If I say you don't want to taste it, I promise you don't want to taste it. Also, we didn't... Oh, was something in there?
I don't know, but we never picked up the
tortilla?
It just smells like something's burning.
Yeah, it does.
It's
What
probably
do you
my thermometer that you just let it.
This is what your oven smells like when you don't use it for 2 weeks. So we made donuts. Is it okay?
Don't break it, Jen.
Is it okay or a pie okay?
Oh. We made donuts with blue frosting. I let Bradley choose what kind of frosting to, what color frosting to make. And he's real big on pink milk. They do strawberry Nesquik pink milk. Oh, Dan, I need to mail him some banana milk. I told him I'd mail him some. Well, not the milk, the powder. So I let him choose whatever color donut frosting, and then I asked him if he wanted his milk to match his donuts, and he perked up and was all excited, so I just put a little drop of food coloring in there so he had some blue milk with it. You guys, this child is 3 years old, and he's sitting there eating his blue donut and his blue milk and says, wonder if my poop will be a different color. Asking the real questions.
Legitimate concern.
I gotta scroll over. Hold on, I see your super chat.
It smells like burning like toast or something.
Oh, is it that tortilla?
No, it's not. It's not even there anymore. It's like dusted away.
I'm sure it is not.
Masa on the...
It does really smell like burning. There's nothing in there?
No.
That's just how it smells when you don't use it for 2 weeks. Mouse Queen with the super chat, Dan
Smells
says,
like pizza.
been chomping at the bit to rattle your chain, Dan.
Oh no. Maybe I'll have to move back to
Coming for you.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. But this Saturday it'll still be Dantix, but it's gonna be like get your trivia finger ready.
Marco wants to know what happened to the part of the show where Dan tries to answer the questions first.
It was like, okay, so like in the dance stock market, it was like this low time where like nobody was calling in, and like Dantix was pretty stale for a little bit for various reasons.
It was a time killer.
And it was so like no. Well, so I did it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, dude, this show's an hour long now. Like, we can't fill a 2-hour show no more. It's an hour long. We're ditching the banter in the beginning, and we're getting right to it. We're spending too many hours on a Saturday night setting up, streaming, taking down, and wasn't getting enough calls, right? So we like threw like 60 minutes in there. I pulled back the show a little bit, so you guys wouldn't be unhappy about it. Like, hey, don't do that. Well,
we don't want it to be boring.
Make sure you call in and say, I want my MTV. Remember that back in the day?
Yes.
Okay, so it was like that, right? So I cut all the chuff out, and we got an hour timer on there, and we did it. And then I just forgot. And then as it picked back up again, through the summers and months, in the winter months, as we go up and down, I just didn't bring it back. It was fun. I can try to remember to bring it back. Can you try to remember to do that, Marco? That's your guys' job. Remember to have Dan answer the questions in 2 Dantixes from now. This one next week will be the one where you answer in the chat, like the one from the game show.
All right, guys. So we're gonna make this at 3:25 for 38 to 42 minutes. I have not made this in a while, so I'm gonna start with 38, and then we'll check it and see where we're at. Oh, it's still preheating. All right, we're gonna wait till it beeps. No, hey, wait. I know I was behind. I was doing stuff.
Sorry, Dodgers distracted.
Topo just came running out of the bedroom. Kitty said he's not allowed in there.
No, and he was real close to her too. I'm like, that ain't gonna last long.
Dan, Amanda says we are constantly around 76 degrees in the house, so I will be there Sunday around noon.
Yeah, that's
in case you're wondering.
$350 a month not to be cold, like ever,
not to be
24
hot.
or hot 24/7.
Yes.
That might be worth it.
Jess says mini split systems are the way to go now. Way more efficient too. And options. You can zone rooms so you don't have to run them all at once.
Yeah, she's got these really cool
That is a good
cassettes,
idea.
huh, on those ceilings. And when I was doing Dantics at her house, there was a cassette right above my head, and it was chilly cool.
We will start saving for it because the roof drained the bank account. Is it the tortilla burning? Doris, I think so.
I love it. It's like a year later, and all of a sudden it's on fire.
I would not doubt it. So, Mouse Queen had super chatted saying she's been chomping at the bit to rattle your chain, Dano, and another super chat to say, but life keeps finding a way to get in the way.
It's
well,
okay, I ain't going anywhere.
I hope you're free next Saturday.
Yeah, don't you know that it's RFS Dan forever? So, it's okay. It'll be forever. Like, it's just...
Ooh, Marco's got solar being put in next week. Helps with the bill. Yes, my work has solar, and you have to pay, like, a chunk at the end of the year. Like, I'm not sure how that works or why you have to pay the chunk. They tried to explain it to me. It didn't make any sense. My mom tried to explain it. It didn't make sense. But we got our bill. Mom's like, oh my God, the bill went up. I'm like, what is it? So the building's split into two halves. It used to be two buildings, and now it's open. $14 for one side and $19 for the other. I keep my side at 70 degrees constantly. Today it was hot outside, so it only got to like 72 in there. I had goosebumps all morning. Like, I was cold.
Terry and I were melting.
I had to step outside to get my goosebumps to go away.
I love that.
Leslie with the member super chat for 25 months, one of our longtime supporters as well. She has been here since she won Dantics episode 1. Thank you so much for all the support. We love you. Says, wish mom a happy birthday. I can never remember what date it is. Is it 17th?
It's on Monday. Yeah.
17th, 18th?
18th.
18th? Oh, well, happy early birthday, Ma.
Happy early birthday, Mom.
Everybody please wish Ma a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
It all jumped. Sorry, guys, I'm trying, but I'm behind on chat, so it's jumpy. The electric bills for my house come in at about $10 a month all year round. I'm on solar power. Dale, do you have to pay a chunk at the end of the year?
I think after like 5 or 6 years, do you have to replace the batteries?
I have no
Like
idea.
they're like car batteries, you have to like replace them. But it's still, I still think it's affordable. It's like affordable.
It definitely, when you live in a place like this, especially when you're running your swamp cooler 3, 4, 5, or your air conditioning 3, 4, 5 months out of the year steady all day long,
And we do have a lot of solar
it's
farms.
definitely efficient. We do.
have a
Which
lot of
Blake told us, so we have a lot of solar farms out here. Blake told us that solar farms increase the air temperature above the solar farm and that birds will fly above it and just drop dead. I don't know how true that is, but Blake's pretty good on his facts, so.
You know, when I was at NASA, there was a couple like radar sites towers that I was at with like those like it looks like satellite dishes and stuff like that. And
Right.
They had the same problem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was sad. It was sad.
All right, let me try to get caught up on
Okay.
the chat here, guys. Hold up. Mouse Queen with the super chat says fastest finger Dan style. Yes, join us tomorrow if you are free. It is fun. It's a different type of game. It is fastest finger, but you don't have to type out the full answer. You can just type out A, B, C, or D, or 1, 2, 3, or 4, and get the answer.
Wanna see a screenshot?
So, yeah,
Here, I'll put it on the screen.
put a screenshot on the screen.
This is that.
That's a good screenshot you got there, Dan.
There you go.
Nice.
So that's all. It's all digital, right?
Yeah, so the question pops up on the screen. It runs kind of like a PowerPoint presentation. I just have to hit play and stop. The question comes up on the screen. Answers come up at the bottom. You got 30 seconds to put your answer in. Everybody who gets a correct answer gets a point, no matter what. If you are correct, you get at least 1 point. First person gets 10 points. Second person, 8. Third person, 6. Fourth person, 4. Fifth person, 2. Everybody else gets 1. It keeps track of your scores on the screen. We do 5 rounds of 10 questions. Is that how we're doing it again?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 rounds of 10 questions. We have 5 different winners. So it's a lot of fun. You guys should check it out tomorrow night if you are free. Mouse Queen, you as well. The burning smell be the roof that fell in. No, we're good. It didn't fall in. It just sank a little bit. We're still good. Jason wants to know what Dan spilled in the oven while you were gone. I'm still trying to
I
figure
did
these
not
things
cook.
out.
I didn't cook. The only thing that cooked was me.
Aw. Who else is at your house other than Dan? Saw a hand give you something. Oh, that's my friend Terry. She's over here off camera. So what was about Dantics? You froze and I had to reload. What did I miss? That chat was a little while ago, so that I hope that you heard that explanation. Join us tomorrow. Beer Unbox says, is your oven gas? Is there anything in the broiler area? No, the broiler area is not actually a broiler. How fun is that? It's just a drawer. Apparently, it doesn't actually have a broiler in it. Why? I don't know. It's just a drawer. But yeah, apparently you guys didn't realize. I guess I didn't announce it in the beginning fully, but yes, Terry is here.
The broiler's in the oven.
Yes, the broiler is part of the oven. It's not part of the bottom drawer thing. Adele says, meanwhile, I have to run the heating nonstop throughout the day to try and keep the house at a comfortable 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius.
Okay, so here's the deal.
What?
325
Yes.
It's ready to go. It's 375 in there. So
Is it? Are we running hot?
You're running 50 degrees hotter.
Serious?
Yep. So unless this thing's off. I did see Crystal bought a thermometer on Amazon for the oven. I saw a guy in a review video buy 7 of them, and he hung them all in there, and they were all the same. But there you go. I thought, and we can look, that there was a screw or something that I thought we could adjust it, but I don't know.
You're going to have to YouTube that. I'm just going to put it in because I always cook it in here and I never have it in. I don't think there's enough of an issue for me to adjust.
But like our oven is now running hotter than...
Is it, or is our thermometer running hot? We don't actually know.
From what I can tell, when I was looking at the thermometers and the reviews and stuff, that the companies try to bring it up to speed quicker than what it says, or they try to lie about their temperature. Most people had under temperature because the machine wanted to say it was like already ready when it wasn't. I also heard after it all comes to temperature, you're supposed to let it sit for like 20 minutes.
I told you that like a week ago.
But that's a lot of temperature in there. That's a lot.
I don't know.
Felt like 350 the other day.
Leslie says it's a warming drawer. It warms up the cast iron pans that can't go anywhere else. I never use it for anything. Yes, Amanda, I'm with you. I use it as a storage drawer. The things that don't fit in any of the other cupboards go in there. Dale says, only moved here in November last year, so only here for 8 months so far. I'll find out for sure come November this year, but the solar panels are generating electrical power for the house, so there shouldn't technically be a balloon payment at year's end. I thought so too, but apparently that's how it works at our office, and they've had the solar for quite a while, so I don't know how that works. Okay, I think I'm all caught up here. Sorry, I almost said Keith. Joan, right? Joan says, I broil everything London broil and so on from Long Island. Keith from the South fries everything. Oh, I hate fry. You guys saw we did the what did we make? What's the thing from the fair that we made?
Funnel cake.
Funnel cake, thank you. Why was I drawing a blank? I hate frying things. Absolutely hate it. Jess posted the fudge in the group. I will go approve that now. Actually, you're an admin, I think. Are you an admin on that one? I know sometimes you're... Oh, no, it does need approval. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me find it. This picture I love. This picture looks like how it was supposed to look. Oh, I don't have... Dan left the room. Hold on. Mouseby says, glad to catch you guys. Got to step away to take care of a few things. Glad to have you here. Thanks for popping in, and I hope you can join us tomorrow. Dale says, maybe it's different for businesses than for residential. That is possible. I don't know. Adele, I'm going to tell Dan when he gets out. Leslie says, same here. We've only used it during big family dinners to keep food like rolls warm. Prefer it for storage. Yeah, I don't usually make enough food that I need to keep something warm. If I do, it's only for a few minutes and it can go in the microwave or something. Yeah, I've never had to use it. Whew. I'm feeling the heat a little bit now that the oven's on. It's definitely warming up in here. Oh. There's streusel on the counter. 2 things, Dan. 1, I need side camera, and 2, Adele says, Dan, I can't believe you got away with not getting the tortilla out yet. No way Ben would have gotten away with leaving it there for a year.
Right, but it's a tax write-off, so...
Shut your mouth.
Maybe it's like the spaghetti noodle.
I just want to clarify so you guys all know, I am disgusted by the fact that there's a noodle hanging from the ceiling and a tortilla behind the stove. However, I did not put either of those things there, and I don't think it's my responsibility to get them out.
Those are the only 2 things that you can see. Also, it's like my art. Like, you have all this stuff hanging on the wall, and I want to hang one thing on the wall.
A noodle from
the
ceiling.
You can't even see. It's twice as tall as you are.
I can see it.
You can't see it. It's like your hate thermals can see it, and only. And it's beautiful.
I know
and
it's
casting
there.
This beautiful shadow. Like, the noodle is so small, but the shadow is so long. It's so beautiful. And you don't even know about the other stuff because you're short, but there's stuff everywhere.
I'm sure there's still talkies on top of things. I'm sure.
Are we killing time for a minute?
Yeah, but except that I needed the side camera so I could show. Look at how perfect Jess's fudge looks. It does. The coloring's not right because of the camera. Check it out on the Getting Baked Crystal Facebook group. That's what it looked like on the recipe. The pictures that were on the recipe.
The video I was editing.
That's what it looked like. So I'm impressed. Good to know the recipe was not fail. It was just the fact that it did not tell you to bring it up to a temperature. Here's another picture of her actually holding a chunk.
I don't know what happened today. I apologize, everybody. None of these colors are right.
Oh, was this your first batch? I know she said she made a batch that did not turn out right.
Okay, so from when her and I were talking on the phone, she made a batch that was kind of almost right, but maybe a temperature issue or something.
Yeah, that
and
one
then
looks dry.
She said she was going to use that as crumbles on ice cream. Good
Yes,
idea.
absolutely.
And then, I don't know, like an hour later, all of a sudden, it was just like, you could tell it was the way in the video, the way it was like crumbling.
It's
it
the
was
right
like,
shape
it
and
was
everything.
perfect.
I am impressed.
It seems
I'm
like we
very
need
impressed.
to, and I was telling Crystal, I really hope you get redemption on this one, because I would love to see.
We'll see how I feel
I would
about
love
it.
to see that in my stomach.
She said yes, that is the first batch. Mouse Queen with the super chat says, "Don't worry, Crystal. I'll toss a few love apples at him in 2 weeks. Could you toss them in real life, please? Because somebody needs to do something so this man will get the tortilla out from behind the stove." Holly says, "What about the blue dust?
The what?
The blue dust?
What about
Blue talkie dust?
Blue talkie dust. Oh, my talkies blew up everywhere.
Like, what about it? Like, did you forget that it's there, or like you don't know about the talkie
I
dust?"
haven't seen much more of it around since the second vacuuming, because I cleaned up the whole kitchen after that video was over, and then you moved stuff one day, remember? And
I cleaned it up. When I cleaned out my baking cupboard at one point, it was all on top of there.
Every time I walk by the
Adele
back,
says, "The noodle is still there too," all caps.
It's
She's
beautiful.
yelling at you. Nope, no way you'd be getting away with that in my
You all can
house.
suck it. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm about to
Jason
show you the
says,
noodle.
"Get the effing tortilla, bro."
I love you, bro.
Look, it sounds disgusting. There's just a tortilla behind our stove. Like, savages. Who
Says
lives
the-
like that?
Says the guy that tried to return his stale stick to the cashier by whipping it at him. I don't
Stop
even
it.
want to hear it. Also, you know what's gonna happen now?
Oh, you guys, he's gonna show off the spaghetti noodle. Like, he's literally bragging about the food that he has thrown onto the walls in our house, you guys.
Stop. If I was Peter Parker, he'd be stoked.
No. No.
Also,
Oh,
look
yes,
at
and
the
Brittany
noodle.
pointing out SpaghettiOs in the heater vent.
No, they turned to Cheerios, remember?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
We decided they
Don't
turned
worry,
to
Crystal.
Cheerios.
Christine says you can't get the tortilla now because the oven is hot. Correct, but at any other time other than Friday night, he could pull the oven out and get the tortilla out. We even have these tools that are like, you squeeze the end of it and it's like 3 feet long and it's got a little thing that comes out and like, you don't even have to pull it all the way out. What are you typing? Are you Dan.
Do you want me to hit him? I will.
I'm not proud of this.
Just in case anybody can't find it, I marked it for you clearly on the map, so you're welcome. There's the nudes. It's up there. I mean, I threw it and it flipped around. It was so perfect.
Jason says the spaghetti is done, and so are you if you don't get the damn noodle down.
Oh, you know.
Can you come over here, Jason, and fight this battle?
I would like to say that the tortillas made no less than $20. We've had no less than 3 or 4 shows that we've completely covered dead air time because I have various strategic things to talk about.
I'm disgusted
you just
by this.
can't see the. You would not like dating, marrying. You would not like being married to Conan O'Brien. That guy's way much more obnoxious than I am.
But
So
do you
I
think he has a
it's-
tortilla behind his stove and a noodle hanging from the ceiling?
In his younger years.
I'm writing him a letter. I'm
In his
gonna
younger
find
years
out.
when he was doing his older show, maybe so. But there's the nudes in case y'all missed it. Look at that shadow. I mean, forget that new NASA picture, right? Like, forget that new, like, you're all looking at giga galaxies or whatever. And I'm looking, like, right here at the scar. I always thought we should kiss underneath it.
Absolutely not. Just because I'm Italian, that's racist. Get out of here. Get out of here.
That's not even a race, it's a food.
It's also a race of people.
Jess says disgusted by it, but not enough to get them down. Look,
Dude, and you know what?
it's principality
Honestly,
at this point.
How tall is that? 12 feet tall at least?
I can't.
I can't even reach.
We
I
own
couldn't
a
even reach
ladder. You're tall enough you could get on a chair. Dan, you're killing me.
that. Let's move on.
No, you wanted to fill all the air with the talk about your tortilla and your noodles, so here we are.
Let's talk more about your triple.
Nope, let's not. Let's talk about how I can't do everything for Dan because he needs to learn how to clean up his own messes.
I think that
You started it.
I have no more material.
Oh, Jess says read the rest of it. Then you can stuff them in his underwear drawer. Do you think he'd notice? Really? Then it'd just be a noodle stuck to his butt one day and he wouldn't even notice. He would not
I have
notice.
never had a noodle anywhere near my, just so you know. So,
Well, you're gonna.
so let's talk more about your trip.
Hang on. My show.
Cool.
Ooh, sorry, Brett.
Mouse Queen with the super chat says, before I go, I posted some art that I've been working on. Feel free to check it out. Yes, I will approve that. What do you get when you cross a Triceratops and a lemon?
A Triceratops and a lemon?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you get when you cross a Triceratops and a lemon?
A dinosaur.
I have a drink.
Mouse Queen, I don't see it, but Facebook changed the way the groups are or something. I don't know what's going on. I have no notifications. I'll find it later.
I can find something.
I'll
in a
find it
minute.
and approve it. I don't know where
Did you need
it
to
went.
snack the cats at all for a time or
No, I'm
later?
good.
Okay.
Hey Dan, what do you call a pig that does karate?
Wait, hold on. Pig. I don't know what you call a pig that does karate.
A pork chop.
Okay. I'm with pork chop.
Lily says Dan needs to learn to be more independent. Am I right, Crystal? He just needs to learn how to clean up his own messes. That's what I'm striving for here. You can't clean up your children's messes all the time, or your significant others, or they will never learn to do it themselves.
I'm pretty rad. There's not too much mess going on.
Except for the spaghetti hanging from the ceiling.
And the tortilla behind the stove.
And the tortilla behind the
I
stove.
like that. Seems like they're filed away to me.
Chris says, I hate you. Chris says, hey Dan, I offered Crystal our couch early in the stream, but it is open to you if you need it, friend. You might be.
No, I'm sticking hard with my convictions. I'm here.
That noodle must be rehardened by now. Yes, Christine. It has been up there literal months.
After you kick me out,
Which might not be too far from
I'll
now.
climb the ladder and I'll take the noodle with me and then I'll go cook it to eat wherever I have to go. I can survive off the noodle with the tortilla.
You're gonna have to.
Oh, no, we
Is that?
decided-
Are you stashing food in random places in the house for when I kick you out?
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's now a tostada, I'm sure.
I hope you have a list. Mouse with the super chat says, let's see. Dan Mosley, Conan O'Brien, goes and hangs with Regis Ghost instead. Later, players. Linda says I should tell you no more banana Nesquik until you clean it up. That's a reasonable compromise-ish.
Okay, I was able to...
At least in California, you can kind of get away with food behind the stove and dangling from the ceiling. In Florida, you did that, you'd be crawling in cockroaches. Yeah, we spray a lot for bugs. Every once in a while, because we do leave the front door open and we have a security screen with a gap underneath, every once in a while a cockroach will make it in the house. We've got cats, and I've got a Dan. So, absolutely, like, we don't have them in the house on the regular to go find the food that Dan hides. If we did, you can bet I would, like, not talk to him anymore until he got it out. But yeah, it doesn't attract bugs. We don't have bugs or anything. Thank goodness. Otherwise, we would not even be having this conversation.
It's finally cool in there.
Adele says, so I know about the noodle, but I don't know how it got there. What's the story, Dan?
I don't remember if this was on a live stream or if this was, what is reality, right? Somehow or another we were doing spaghetti. Maybe Blake was here.
Blake was here. It wasn't
And
on
I
a
was
stream.
just like, we need to see if it sticks to the wall. And I think you, like the president dove, in front of this. You're like, no. And then I thought I just, whooped it that way. I don't know if we logged
And
it.
then you and Blake laughed hysterically.
Blurry. Okay, so I do remember that, but I don't know. I don't think it was on a stream. I think it was just
No,
on
I think
Monday.
it was just dinner.
I think it was just
Yeah,
dinner.
that wasn't for the views
And
or
then,
anything.
I loved it, and Blake loved it too. It was, the first time that I've ever seen that look. Dad, you are great. You are great.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Jason
Bottom no
says-
more. In his eyes, I'm just I was great.
Jason says, you about to be the mouse queen with that tortilla behind the stove. Jason, do you remember when we were kids? We lived here when we were kids, and one time that we were making garlic bread, and I think, what happened? Did the stove break or something? I don't know. Something happened, and we opened the oven, and there was a mouse sitting on the garlic bread, eating the garlic bread in the oven.
Was that his last meal? He's just going for it?
I think the oven wasn't working or something happened, but I remember the visual of opening it and seeing the mouse on the garlic bread.
His gimmick was he was going to get in,
Ratatouille for
get the food, and get out before it was too hot.
I don't
Every
know. I
time.
don't remember.
You don't remember all your food missing slices or nothing?
No. We used to have a mice problem here, and we had problems with the heater vent being open under the house, and they would come up, but that's all been fixed. But mice would come up through the heater vents, and then the cats would just be like, there's a mouse. Your cats, what are you doing? Get the mouse. It's literally your job. The pilot went out. Yes, that's what happened. So the pilot had gone out, so we preheated the oven, threw the garlic bread in, but it didn't
So it was
get
a super
hot.
opportune time for that.
Absolutely. Perfect storm of pilot not working, mouse in the oven.
Nobody believed the
he
mouse.
got garlic
When
bread.
the mouse
No.
Nobody believed the mouse at all.
Never.
My money's on the mouse blew it out.
Linda says, who screamed louder, you or Jason? Probably me. I am not a fan of any sort of critters. Anything that can move fast, I am not a fan. Mouse Queen says, that's it, I'm buying a ticket. Oh, geez. I don't even know what to say. This is my life, you guys. Tortillas behind the stove, spaghetti from the ceiling. Adele says, yeah, we'd end up with a rat infestation here if we had food like that just lying around. It's too hot for anything here. That's all. When they cleared that field out, that's what it was. They cleared the field that's like diagonal from our house, and then field mice just went everywhere. Was that field or that? There's a field over that way too. But yeah, mice were everywhere. We had an infestation, much like outside the front porch. There used to be juniper trees there, and then like wood chip mulch, and they cleared all that out and took out the juniper trees and put in palm trees. While they were doing that, the ants had nowhere to go. So guess where they came? Right inside our house. So many ants in our house. But I will say, since then, we don't have ants in the house. We used to get them so bad, especially in the summer. We do not have ants anymore in our house, like at all, ever. Every once in a while, like sometimes they'll climb on the back door and you open the back door and it'll fall off and then it's in the house. But that's it. Like, we don't have ants in the house. Watch out for that guy. So what else? What other stories do I have? So I left Wednesday morning, afternoon-ish. Flew out to Chicago. It was a decent flight. I watched House of Gucci on the way out there. If you guys haven't seen it, totally boring movie, really interesting. If that makes any sort of sense. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. Worth watching. It was like 2.5 hours, so that was good. It was really long. On the way back, I watched Parasite, because we've been putting that off, because who has 2 hours to stare at a screen and read subtitles? That was really good. Are you laughing at me for not wanting to read subtitles? I want to see that too,
but I just can't make that
Same
commitment.
thing. Who wants to read subtitles? Yeah, Parasite I highly recommend if you guys have not seen that. That was really good.
It was like that Everything Everywhere All at Once movie.
Yes, absolutely. Jason says, I remember having a girl over one time and a mouse popped up through the vent and went into her purse and was eating her candy and I didn't say a word.
I love that. That's amazing.
He's not lying.
No, he's not.
Lying. He's not lying.
He's not. I assure you guys, there are no more mice, rats, ants, bugs of any sort in our house. We keep it clean, I assure you. The ants go marching one by one. Oh, it was so bad. I remember coming home one time. So we had ants so bad for so many years, and we did everything. We bought every possible thing you could think of to try to combat the ants. Every poison, every like borax mixed with sugar and water to make a paste. Everything. We could not fight off the ants. If you guys watch the old vlogs, you know we used to have one of those like breakfast nook tables here on the other side of the counter. We came home one day, and the swamp cooler was on, and it blows directly down here into the dining room, and the entire table was covered with ants. Like, there wasn't even any food or water or anything there for them. They just wanted the cool air, so they just covered the table. Oh, it was so awful. I did not miss having ants at all. Oh, it was so awful. Tales from the Pack is here. Hello, friend. Hey, Dan. What are you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the port. Like, we got a new TV, and it's missing a port that I wanted to have.
Gotcha.
But I was trying to look behind the TV, and the TV's up against the wall, like this far, and I didn't want to get the grease spot on the wall, so then I had this on the wall with my light while I was trying to shine behind to see if there's a little jack back there for later.
Hey, Dan.
Yes.
Which U.S. state has the smallest soft drinks?
Smallest soft drinks?
Yes.
Flora, if I know. Flora, I don't know. What is it? What?
Minnesota.
I never thought of it being Minnesota.
Mouse Queen with the super chat says, there can only be one Mouse Queen. Yes, I assure you, I am not here for your title. Linda says, Crystal keeps the house clean. Yes, yes, I do. Literally, you guys, every Saturday before we do Dantics, Dan will start like first thing in the morning setting up. We call it whoosh whooshing. I whoosh whoosh like Mary Poppins, and I just whoosh whoosh around the house and I clean everything. Anything that's not done on Saturday gets done on Sunday. Every weekend, that's what I do. It's a compulsion. I kind of have some obsessive compulsive disorders, and I clean the everythings all the time. It's what I do. Mooch was stretching. Oh, did I miss it? Hi. You got stuff in your eye, bud. So, Mooch, if you guys follow RFS Cats on Instagram, you saw I came home and he was so grumpy. So, he did not want me. He just wanted to glare at me. He was so mad. Not having it. Last night, he finally cuddled me. So, we're on good terms again. I got hiccups. Hold on. Christine says, I went out with a deli owner for a bit. He made me a big sub that I couldn't finish, so I put it in my purse. He let his dogs in, and they made a beeline to my purse, and the Sammy was gone. Oh, yeah. Don't put sandwiches in reach of dogs. One time we went over to a family friend's house for Thanksgiving. We had this great Thanksgiving dinner, and then they had like a island in the center of the kitchen, and everything was set up on there. We all grabbed our food, we ate, and then we all went out on the front porch because, you know, it was hot from the oven being on, and we're in the desert. It's still warm in November. So we all went out on the front porch, and someone went back in the house, and the dog had grabbed the turkey carcass and was just on the ground going to town, eating
I remember that.
Yeah, eating what was left of the turkey that we didn't eat. You've got to watch it. Just says, yeah, Dan knows all about that. Wolfie says, one night we had a family friend over making us dinner when our cat brought in a live mouse and let it go in the dining room. First thing it did was shoot up the curtain. Oh, no. Oh, there's been times, one time Tails, like we let Tails in and we didn't pay attention. We're like, oh yeah, come on in, bud, and let him in. And then I walked from the front door into the kitchen and he's standing here all proud over a dead bird. Like, look what I got for you. Not a fan. Kumiko at least, goes to the front door and makes this howling noise. So we know, like, oh, she's got something at the door, don't let her in. It's her, look at me, I've brought you a treat noise. And she's so proud of herself, and no, there's no subtlety with her. Dora says, you should check the dessert. I don't remember you setting a timer. I did set a timer. I've got about 17 minutes left. It's cooking up good. We're good. But thank you so much. I do appreciate that because, you know, sometimes I do forget to set a timer. Adele says, Saturday is washing day in my house. My poor machine doesn't stop all day. That used to be me. Saturdays was like laundry and cleaning. Dan used to work all day Saturday. He'd be gone from like 9:30 to 7:30 minimum. And that's what I would do. I would get up and immediately start a load of laundry and then just one end to the other, move all the furniture, clean all the everythings. Now Dan works from home, so Dan gets through most of the laundry during the week for me. I usually have maybe 1 or 2 loads, or I'll wash our sheets and stuff, but he's really taken a lot of that. As much as we complain about spaghetti hanging from the ceiling, he does do a lot of stuff around the house and helps out, so I have fewer chores to do on the weekend. Dan does the like surface cleaning throughout the week, and then on the weekend I do deep cleaning every weekend. Linda's watching old CC Mouse podcast. Just watch Jess and Dan eat pickled food and Kit Kats. Dan didn't look well. The beets? Are we talking about the beets?
Dude, those beets, man, those were the worst. Even to this day, like those beets.
Pickled dirt.
Yeah, those were the worst.
Jason says, remember when the cat pulled a live bird in the house? We woke up to mom freaking out about a bird in the house. Yes. So, as I mentioned, we have the gap under the security screen door. And back when my mom lived here and Jason lived here, it happened when you lived here, too.
Yeah.
Did it happen twice, or were you just hanging out here, Jason? I don't remember, because I know it happened when that was Blake's room at one point. That Nala pulled a bird under the door, like just swooped it in, and then the bird was freaked out, like didn't know what to do. So the bird ended up in the back of Blake's closet. We had like a poster tube, and it was down inside there, and my mom came running in the room, screaming, slamming the door. My mom's terrified, more than I am, of anything that moves, and reptiles. But
she couldn't get the door shut because we had beads, and
yeah, like
she whooshed in, and the beads came in with her, and she's slamming the door, and she's just slamming the doors on the Hot Topic beads, and just slamming the door.
Sir,
and
those are from Claire's.
I'm sitting on your bed, and I'm going like, we're invaded. Like this is it.
Right, we're home invaded.
We're home invaded.
Nope, it was a tiny little bird.
Home invaded.
So tiny.
It's out the window. Like we let it out the window.
Mouse Queen says, I checked online and it looks like the art got approved.
I did. I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to get to anything now is the problem. Stupid Facebook. Are you able to pull it up on your phone?
Yeah, because you just shut down there.
Because it should just be right there with a notification. It says I have 7 notifications and I don't have notifications and I don't know Facebook. I don't know why they keep changing things. You got it? You good? So what else happened on my trip?
Wait, oh no, I gotta
no.
fix the camera. I don't know, was it true?
I know, I'm just trying to think, because I told like the Reader's Digest condensed version in the beginning, but I still have like 14 more minutes to kill. So this time last Friday, I was watching Less Than Jake. The show ended, so apparently Chicago's under a curfew still. So the show started the doors opened at 5. The first band went on at 5:10. And the show was over at like 9:30. Like, that's it. And an hour later, we were home.
Wasn't it that way last time also?
When I went out there?
Yeah, didn't you have it early? Was it your...
The one we went to last year was like a festival thing, and there was a lot of bands, and it was an all day, like it started in the afternoon, it was on a Saturday. This was on a Friday night, and it started at 5:10. We were late. We completely missed the first band. We got there in between, I don't remember what the first band was called, Don't Panic, I think, and Aquabats.
And Super Panic.
Yeah. Aquabats was amazing. If you guys have not seen Aquabats and you know who they are, go check out Aquabats. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. They're so much fun. If you have kids, your kids will be all about it. They have a song called Pizza Day, and they performed the song, and they had inflatable, like, pool raft things that were pizza-shaped, and then they tossed them out in the audience, and then at one point they called two of them back. They brought two, like, 9 and 10-year-old kids up on the stage. One of them was older and bigger, and so they let him jump. The other one was a smaller girl, so they threw the girl onto the pizza raft, and then the kids got to crowd surf on the pizza rafts through it. Then they played Shark Fighter, and they had inflatable sharks. They played Pool Party, and they had, like, beach balls. So much fun. There were so many kids at that show. Like, at first, Jason and I were like, there's a lot of kids here. And then we realized, oh yeah, it's the Aquabats, of course. Aquabats is responsible for Aquabats Super Show and Yo Gabba Gabba. If you guys have kids and are familiar with either or both of those, like, it's so fun. So many little kids there. Like, little kids with their big old headphones like they're at Monster Trucks or something. Aquabats is a great band. Wasn't Travis Barker an Aquabat? Yes, he used to be the drummer for the Aquabats, and now he is no longer. But they're still just as fun. Totally cool. You guys should check them out if you don't know who they are. They're just silly and fun, and if you have kids, you should turn your kids onto them. Linda says, I think Dan's more of an Aqua fan.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there you go. There is Mouse Queen's art. If you guys have not, we try to not put real names on there.
It's in my public group on Facebook.
I know, but
so I can't
some
do
people are not. I usually try to click on them so it does not show it.
Wait, can I get it bigger?
Yeah, if you tap on it.
It's the brightness.
Oh, I don't know what you're doing. RFS Family, if you guys go to that group on Facebook, you'll be able to see that. So yeah, Aquabats played. And then, so it's co-headline with Less Than Jake and Bowling for Soup. So they're alternating who plays last. So the show we saw, Less Than Jake played first. Totally amazing, as always, right up front on the Roger side of the stage, because he's got the best energy. Like, that's really all there is to it. They had their, so they have this big, like, leaf blower that they attach some contraption to the front of, and it's a toilet paper shooter thing, and they shoot that all over the audience. I don't know if I've been to a show where they've actually done that before. Please don't shoot toilet paper at me. I'm hot and I'm sweaty, and toilet paper is sticky, and it gets stuck to your shoes, and...
Was that not the business?
It was no better than... Do you remember the time we went to the show, and the Less Than Jake show, and they shot confetti out at the end of the show?
Yeah.
And you're hot and sweaty by the end, and then there's just, like, confetti stuck to you everywhere.
Parts of clothes on you. It's like,
oh, yeah, you're like, you are now paper mache.
Yeah.
Like, that's all there is to it. It was bad. Not a fan of that. But they do have, you know those things outside car lots that, like, do this? They have those. Huh? What?
What did they do?
You saw what they did. I showed you. So they have those, but they're the Less Than Jake Evo kid, and it says LTJ down the front, and they have those on each side of the stage doing that, and it's lots of fun, and they did all the good songs. Like, just everything I wanted to hear, and it was the best, and it was so much fun, and it was great. And then Bowling for Soup came out. I have not seen them since... Oh, I did the math. I think it was like 2002 when the first album came out, and they played a tiny little side stage at Warped Tour, and there was like 12 people standing there watching, and everybody was just like, and nobody cared. They did not care. They played their butts off. They played so amazingly, as they did last week. They were awesome. They were great. Good energy. Played good songs. Everybody, lots of younger kids are into Bowling for Soup, apparently. I had no idea. Like, more people were down for Bowling for Soup than Less Than Jake for sure at that show. And, like...
Isn't Bowling for Soup Phineas and Ferb's opening?
Yes. Oh my god, you guys. If you guys know what Phineas and Ferb is, Bowling for Soup played the Phineas and Ferb opening song.
So there you go.
Maybe that's why.
Right.
Maybe they got turned onto it from that. I don't know. But a lot of the audience was like early to mid 20s. Like just young kids. And I felt kind of old being there. So it was like old people bringing their kids to go see Aquabats. And then, like, barely adults coming to see Bowling for Soup, and then me there for Less Than Jake. Like, I'm sure other people were there for them, too, but mostly me. Mouse Queen with the super chat, wacky, wavy, inflatable tube dude. Yes, 2 of them, I believe, 1 on each side of the stage, all Less Than Jake around. They were excited.
The super chat.
I did it! That's what they do, right? So, Bowling for Soup came out, they played, at one point, I think they played 1985 first, which I see Hannah says, 1985 reminds me of Crystal for some reason. I get it. I do. So I think they played that first, and then they're like, hey, we're going to bring out this guy. And the guy they brought out was the kid from Sandlot, who was apparently also in American Pie. And he's friends with the lead singer of Bowling for Soup. So they sat down at some point and rewrote the lyrics to 1985 to be about American Pie. And the guy from Sandlot and American Pie sang the song. Yes, Dan.
Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rookie of the Year, not Sandlot. I don't know. It's a baseball movie. Who knows? Who cares? Yes, Rookie of the Year. The kid from Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year was an amazing movie directed by Daniel Stern.
So sad.
It was a great movie.
Sandlot was very good as well.
I never saw either of them. I don't know.
Sandlot was a great movie. Rookie of the Year was a silliness.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, I know. I never saw either of them. I don't know. Jason and I looked it up and figured out who the guy was. I don't even know who he was in American Pie. I think we decided Kevin in American Pie, maybe?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. But he got up there and he sang it, and I would love to show you guys, except that, that's the sort of thing you can't do on YouTube, so...
We will show you the video of it, and then you can talk over it.
I will talk over it, yes.
In the vlog.
Chris says, Sandlot and Rookie of the Year do not equate. I've never seen either of them. They're both about baseball, right? I don't know. Not my thing. But yeah, that was pretty cool just to have, something different out there. And Jason and I both commented on the fact that the bassist from Bowling for Soup, super fun. Apparently, I thought so, Jason, because he said something about, remember when, so during the show Bowling for Soup, they went to one side of the stage, and then they went to the middle of the stage, and then went to the other side, and they, posed for pictures, all right, here's your chest, your photo op, and this is the first time we've done this since this guy joined the band. And I was like, oh, has this guy not always been in the band? Apparently the bassist only joined in, 2019. Best energy ever. And Jason says something like, why are the bassists the most fun in the band? I don't know why, but they absolutely are. Yes, Hannah, I do have a thing for bassists. I don't know what it is. Something about the way they finger the strings. I don't know. They're just so great. They have good energy. They dance around. They smile. They have the most fun. I don't know. It's just great. It's good fun. Nobody else is having that much fun up there like them. Did I get you guys?
I like drummers for a similar reason. They found them skins.
Apparently lots of you guys never saw either of those movies.
You should see
it's
Sandlot.
Not just me.
Good movie from end to end.
I think I might be a little old for it at this
Not you,
point.
Mouse Queen.
Oh, okay.
No,
She's not old for it.
Yeah, you're never over, but it won't mean as much to you as growing up with it.
Probably not.
I can recommend a ton
I
of
think I got
baseball movies.
streusel in the mouse. Sorry. Oops. Hazards of cooking.
Alright, so where are we at cook-wise?
We have 6 minutes, Slim Shady.
Okay.
Oh, 6 minutes, W Fresh, it's on.
So we have a couple things we can do. We can do cat snacks. We can do cat snacks after it comes out. We can do
What
6
time
minutes
is
of
it?
cat snacks.
We could do 6 minutes of cat
Wanna do
snacks.
6 minutes of cat snacks?
Yeah, because it might need an extra minute. And I'm not going to be able to put the glaze on now. So here's the deal, guys. There is a glaze. You can find it if you want to make this. The glaze is in the recipe that I posted, the recipe card that I posted. It's not the recipe that I linked on Pinterest. Super easy glaze, though.
Is it too hot?
Yeah, I have to wait till it cools to put the glaze on. So it's just a cup of powdered sugar. You guys know if you've watched this before, easy glazes is just powdered sugar and milk. You can replace that milk or substitute some of the milk with anything else if you want it to be flavored with something. So this is going to be a cup of powdered sugar, tablespoon milk, tablespoon lemon juice. Always go light on your liquid, because if it becomes too liquidy, then you're adding tons more powdered sugar to it. So do your cup of powdered sugar, add a little bit of lemon juice, add a little bit of milk, and stir that up till it's whatever consistency you want. Some people like it thicker, some like it thinner, whatever consistency you want, and then just drizzle it across the top of it. We will show you guys tomorrow on Dantix what the final product looks like.
Alright, we can do cat snacks now. Yeah, we'll eat some on Dantix tomorrow.
Yeah.
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 All right. Who wants the snacks? Who sent us snacks? What do we got? Oh, I wanted to give them some of this. Is Brittany still here? Brittany! Are you here? I wanted to give them some of this the other night, but you were smart enough to write your name on it. I'm like, nope, we're going to wait so Brittany can see them eat her snacks. Chris says 1 cup powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon milk, 1 tablespoon vodka. If you're into that sort of thing, it would absolutely work. Hi, you want some candy bar? I love this one. I know I've shown you guys this before, but it looks like a candy bar. It's some Fancy Feast Savory Cravings.
Yeah,
I'm getting there.
sorry, I was on the wrong camera.
Oh, but it looks like a little chocolate bar. Mooch says it is most certainly not chocolate bar, and he loves it. Can you stand up? Come on, old man. There you go. Oh, you dropped it! Alright, I won't make you stand up.
You should cook a can, maybe they'll come.
I want snacks.
Well, Precious doesn't get it yet. He's sleeping. Oh, Mooch, you knocked it right back off the counter.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Let me go help him out.
Does that?
Ooh, I can help you.
He's all, give it back.
Mooch
got
dropped
the
my
drop piece.
snack.
Precious is conked out.
Wouldn't lemon juice and milk make sour milk? Actually, it makes buttermilk. So yes, sour milk. But the powdered sugar balances that out, I guess.
Kobo, he's half asleep. What are you doing? You staring at your own shadow?
And yes, Doris, vinegar will do the same thing. You can add vinegar or lemon juice to milk. I don't remember the ratio. I'd have to Google it, or it's in some of my recipes somewhere. I want to say it's like half a cup of milk, but put in a tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar first, then fill it up to half a cup, and that will make you some bootleg buttermilk. Although, ow, jeez. Oh, there you are. Come here.
Well, I don't have that camera.
Double.
Okay, good.
Ready? Oh, were you sleeping, bud?
Yeah, he was conked out.
Oh, let me let you finish your yawn first. He'll get it. I want to show you guys something that I got from my friend Holly.
Kumiko is chilling out on the French porch and does not want to budge. Sorry. We have
So,
Kobo.
check this out. My friend Holly gave me this, and I used it to make some sort of something. I didn't know this was a thing, and it seemed to work. You just add, let's see, 4 tablespoons of this to a cup of water, and it gives you a cup of buttermilk. So it's like powdered buttermilk?
You're not awake over there, are you?
I had no idea that was even a thing, but apparently it is. Have you guys ever used that?
Look, I found a apricot colored one.
Alright, mooch first. Hey,
You'll thank me later, kitty.
helps. Fresh. You never had one of these before. What do you think? Is that good stuff? Precious likes it best when you feed it to him by hand. Alright, Dan, you want to come do something so I can give Kitty and Rizzo some? Do you want to give them some? Or are you just going to be on camera?
Oh. What is this? This thing looks like a chocolate bar.
That's what I said. PJ says, cultured buttermilk? Does it wear a tuxedo and a top hat and have a British accent? Did you just eat it?
Oh my gosh.
Is it good?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
What's it taste like?
Oh my gosh. It tastes like my new jam.
Brittany, please send more for Dan.
Oh no, this is wish list stuff right here. Oh my gosh. It was like milky and meaty.
Pretty good snack treat right there.
Mmm. Oh my gosh. Top 5, like top 3 right away. Mmm.
I mean, are you really a pet fan if you don't taste what they're eating?
Right.
It's a good thing Crystal has
Here,
a
come
dad.
here, come here, Mooch. 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 It's right here. Come here. Come here.
I
Break it
will
up for
say,
you.
it does smell good.
It looks great.
Yeah, it breaks up like a chocolate bar. Mooch. it's
Yeah,
right there.
it almost smells,
Mooch.
smell it. It almost smells like a chocolate bar.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
They have to be
Oh,
like
definitely.
they have to be like smushed up though.
No, they don't. They eat them just fine. Fresh.
All right, I have here. I don't want this.
He doesn't like to perform for snacks.
No, not yet. We're working on it.
Okay, I need to wash my hands because this is about done.
Okay.
Sorry, Coco. Okay, we did 38 minutes. I will wash my hands and get that out of the oven. Brittany wants to know what flavor you want. Sarah says, how do I tell if the coffee cake is done? Dip a toothpick or a knife into the center of it, and it's a little tricky because it does have that cream cheese layer, but look to see if any of that cake part comes out like still battery looking. It is a little bit tricky because it does have the cream cheese layer.
Can we do an example?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now, but I need to. You broke up the cat treats. Now they're everywhere.
Are you gonna come over here?
I
with
was
it?
gonna, but there's a cat there with a bunch of cat treats.
Right.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, it's hot. You're always blocking my drawers. Lily says, never heard of that. Crystal, you're teaching a culinary kid lots of new culinary things. Wait, you never heard of how to check if something's done? Like the polka thing? How do you guys check if something's done? Do you just trust the time? I can't trust the time. I had an oven die on me once. I can't trust the time.
And I have an ounce.
There's little bits of cat treat everywhere now. All right. Yeah, you're gonna have to move camera because I'm not touching that.
There's so much I don't know what I did today. It's so orange compared to what
It is.
really
It does not look this orange in real life, I promise you guys.
No.
So just poke a toothpick down into the middle. And I think we might go another couple minutes. There's some cream cheese there, but I think there's also...
Can we see the toothpick, please?
I don't know how well you can see it.
Put your hand behind it. Hey.
So again, because of the cream cheese and that's going to be liquidy, it is going to be a little like gooey anyway, and that does actually look cream cheesy. But I'm always nervous about this one in particular because I love it so much. Staying gooey in the middle. So give it a couple more minutes if it doesn't come out completely clean. As long as you don't overcook it, you're good. So it says 38 to 42. I'm going to do 2 more minutes.
When you look in there, could you peek to see what the temperature is on your little thing that's been like a while?
400. I don't know that I trust that though. Also, you're supposed to put the thermometer in the middle. Like it always gets hotter at the ends. Because if you put 2 things in there, the ends will cook faster.
Alright.
Like if your tray's all the way full, so we should have moved it to the middle.
I'll have it in the middle for next time. We'll keep testing on it before I even try to recommend it. Maybe we should have bought them the 3-pack.
Hold on.
How do you find the zones in your oven?
Hmm?
How do you find the hot zones in your oven?
Yeah. It'll be nice to be accurate.
I guess it would help if I started the timer.
Mooch is just chilling out with his little pieces there, just kind of zoning out. Let me see how I'm trying to get a Mooch cam going here.
Oh, Amanda's going to put AJ to bed. Good night, AJ.
Bye,
Amanda, thank you for joining us. I think we're going to wrap this up here pretty soon, so if we don't see you by the end, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us. How is it that I only worked 2 days this week, but it feels like the longest week ever? No comment. I did. There was lots of traveling. Travel days are rough, you guys. Like, really bad. So usually I fly out, like, early in the morning. Jason will leave at, like, 7, 8 a.m. to get me to the airport, and I'm back here by, like, 1. This time my flight wasn't until 3:50, but Jason had a 1 o'clock conference call he had to be on. So he dropped me off at the airport at, like, I think 12:45 or something like that. And I just had to hang out. I talked to Dan for an hour, and then I walked all the way down to one end of the airport. It took like half an hour to get through security. LAX was like 5-10 minutes. Chicago was about half an hour to get through security. There was a ton of people there. And I walked all the way to one end of the airport where it said my gate was, and there was no flight to LAX. Because they changed my gate, but I didn't get the text for it until after I made it. Like, I checked it like 4 times. I got out of security and checked and was like, okay, I'm good. C29, and walked all the way down to the end. It got moved to C10.
Do they have the people mover on the ground?
They do. I did not walk on it. I got video. I don't like to walk on that. It weirds me out. I know. I'll walk right next to it. I'm the weird guy that walks next to it. Sorry. Chris says, I aged 3 years this week. Not sure how I feel about being 27 now. Come on. Travel will take it out of you for sure. Oh, absolutely. And then after we get home, there's an hour and a half drive home. I was exhausted. And then we had to clean because there was ceiling everywhere, all over the floor. I got like 2-3 rooms worth of floor cleaned, and then I was a zombie and I was done. That was the end of my day. All right, let's get this out of here. I'm sure this is fine now.
It looks good. I'm excited for it. It looks like nice and like dense or like substantial.
Yes.
And
Yeah, it
and
does
crunchy on
fluff
top.
up really nicely.
Yeah, nice crunchy.
You get a good dome on it. The streusel gets crispy on the outside, so that's another way to kind of check if it's done. You want your streusel to be crunchy-ish. And you can see there's like different sizes of streusel. Some of them are big dots, some of them are little crumbles. But it will get a little bit crunchy, and it's a nice thick layer on there. That's why I like this recipe. I don't like half a little piece of streusel on the top, a couple little crumbs. I want a full layer of streusel on there. a good size amount of cream cheese. You guys will see tomorrow. So like I said, I've got to let this cool. Once this cools completely, I will make the glaze. I will drizzle the glaze on it, and then it'll go in the fridge overnight, and we'll cut it and have it for breakfast. I don't have to make breakfast tomorrow. We're going to have this for breakfast. But we will cut another slice and eat it during the show tomorrow.
Does that look more accurate?
Slightly, yeah. Yeah, that's a little more, just a little browned, not orange, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, Sarah and anybody else who wants to try to make this, you don't know it's done until you go to slice it the next day. There have been times I've made this where in the middle, especially because it's a round pan, so sometimes in the middle, that one bite when you cut a slice out, the cake will be a bit mushy. But if you've cooked it 38 to 42 minutes, as long as your oven's fairly accurate, you should be fine. Speaking of which, I need to shut that off. It's not going to be completely raw, but sometimes that middle bite will be a little mushy, especially because you have that cream cheese layer there and that's liquidy on top of it. But it shouldn't be an issue. It's still sitting in the hot pan right now, so it is still cooking now. Even if it wasn't completely cooked, being in the hot pan as it cools will allow it to cook just a little bit more and make sure that hopefully it gets closer to done. I hope yours turns out good. Sarah, please, when you cut a slice, take a picture, post it on the baking page, and let us know what you and Drew think. I hope that you like it. Leslie says looks great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sarah says I took it out. It should be fine. I hope so. Are you going to make the glaze for the top of it as well? Because the recipe that I posted doesn't have a glaze, but how do you have a coffee cake without a glaze on top? They all need a glaze. All of them. I don't care what it is. Make one anyway. It's kind of odd. On the left screen, it's yellow. The right screen does look a bit more orangey color-wise. Yeah, 2 different camera settings.
Yeah, we're not sunk up today.
Lily says, I've not heard of the powdered buttermilk. Oh, that's what I was saying I've not heard of. Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, you bake things and you never heard of how to check if it's done? That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I never even knew that was a thing. I do the buttermilk with either lemon juice or vinegar. That's in my cookbook. That's a go-to, like, I can only find buttermilk in the big tall thing, and I only ever need like a quarter or a half of a cup of it. So unless I want to make 10 different things that use buttermilk, most of it goes bad and I have to throw it away. Or I try to make like buttermilk pancakes or cornbread or like whatever I can think of to use it up. But I usually don't buy it. I usually just make it with some milk and lemon juice. This made me so hungry that I may be baking brownies at 11 p.m. Shannon, late night baking is the best time to bake. I love it. If I could always bake starting at 11 p.m., I would. But so many of you guys are East Coast and I can't. So it's your fault. But now you can bake at 11 p.m. because nobody's tuning in to watch you 3 hours later. Please post pictures if you make brownies. Are we done?
Yeah.
Are we good? This is all I have to show you guys for now. So tune in tomorrow for special Dantix 2.0. There we go. Over here. Dantix 2.0. She's not making the glaze. It's 11 p.m. and I just don't feel like making it tonight. Fair enough. That is a part, if you do decide you want to make it in the morning before you eat it, you can drizzle that over the top right before you cut it. Not a problem. Or have it without. But it's better with it. Much better with it.
Okay, so come back tomorrow for Dantix 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. You can see there, it's fully interactive now, right in the chat. You don't even have to type in the answer. You can put ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can write the word. It's all automated. You don't need a second program. It was really fun. We have scoreboards, 5 games at 10 each, so there's lots of chances to win. It was really fun. It's called Dantix 2.0, so come back for trivia if you haven't been in a while, because it's super easy. You just guess, like, it's almost like those bar trivia machines back in the day and stuff like that.
We had more people playing when we did it this way than we had for regular answer in the chat version.
49, 50 people on the leaderboard.
We averaged about 50 people per game.
It was really fun.
And we had 5 different winners, some of whom were people who have never won at Dantix.
Yeah,
so that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So show up for that. It's interactive now, and you'll have a good time. Everybody in the room can play and have their own score. So if you're all sitting around on your own devices watching it, you just write in the chat. It uses your
if you've got friends
YouTube,
or family over, you guys can all play along. And
as long as you're logged in on YouTube, it uses your YouTube, so it's fun. So come back for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So bye everybody. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Can you see Topo has assumed his favorite position when he likes to lay? I don't know why. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait to eat this for breakfast tomorrow, and we will show you how it turned out tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you so much.